It's time for Berwick Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT.
1, 2, 3.
Brought to you by
Mason's Monogramming, Overhead Door of Berwick, Mayo Funeral Home, State Farm, Sean Black and Lori Powell, First Keystone Bank, Red's Roofing, Neighbor Fence Company, Wolfie's Automotive, ND Accounting and Consulting, J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Berwick, Master Tech Automotive Services, Eco First Logistics, Ken Pollock, Flick Brothers Electric in Bloomsburg, Lays Alexander GMC of Hazleton, Papa Lou's Place, The Compression Shop, Cardinal Estate Planning, Chapin Oil, Mark Nespoli of eXp Realty, and Janae Clarko, eXp Realty.
Now in their 37th year together, here's Jim Doyle and Andy Ulickney.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight from Crispin Field in Berwick, this is a District 2 3A championship game as the Bulldogs take on the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep. I am Jim Doyle along with Andy Ulickney and Chris Algard. The producer of this broadcast is Ashlyn Walshaw. The year was 2015. The venue was Scranton Memorial Stadium. Scranton Prep beat Berwick 37-7 in a district final. That game very significant for a number of reasons. One, it was the last time that Berwick played Scranton Prep prior to tonight. It was also the last game ever for Berwick's legendary head coach, George Curry. He was battling ALS at the time. He died the following April. Well, 10 years later, it's again Berwick against Scranton Prep with a district title on the line. There's still a Curry on the Berwick sideline, but it's George's grandson, CJ, who has authored a tremendous turnaround in his first season. Berwick was 4-7. They come in with an 11-0 record into this one and made it to this championship game handily with a 49-9 win over Hanover area in the semifinals. For Scranton Prep, they have owned this district in 3A. They have won 4 consecutive district championships coming into this one. They come in with a modest 6-5 record, but it is deceiving. They were without their all-everything quarterback, Will McParland, for the first 3 games of the season, so they started 0-3. They have righted the ship since, and they have been very, very good down the stretch under Terry Gallagher in his 10th season as head coach. In fact, he was an assistant to Nick Donato for that game back in 2015 at Scranton Memorial Stadium. So he knows the Bulldogs, and tonight these two teams meet with a district championship on the line. The winner will advance to the first round of the state playoffs. They'll play the winner of tonight's District 4 3A championship game, and that is Mifflinburg at home against Montoursville. We'll keep you updated on that one as the night progresses. Well, both these teams have a superstar. Ty Wilkerson for Berwick, now the record holder for a single season. 2,649 yards, that's a school record. 39 touchdowns, that's a school record. He's averaging 13.6 yards a carry. He's number 1 in the state. He's 5th in the nation. He has had just a tremendous season. For Scranton Prep, they are led by their dual-threat quarterback, Will McParland, a 6-foot, 190-pound senior. Suffered an ACL injury last season, missed the start of this season, those first 3 games I referred to, but he's got it going now. Terrific runner, averaging over 7 yards a carry. Terrific passer, 63%, 1,229 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. He was a running back a year ago, and last season he ran for over 1,000 yards and 17 touchdowns. So he's just a very, very good football player, and those will be 2 people to really keep an eye on in this game tonight. Andy Ulickney with us for Bulldogs football. Andy, let's just say, for instance, that both of these defenses, which are terrific in their own right, are up to the task, and Scranton Prep contains Ty Wilkerson, and Berwick contains Will McParland, or the opposite. Both of these outstanding players have their usual great games, but they kind of cancel each other out. Well, that means somebody else has to step up, and these are 2 good teams, not just 2 teams with great superstars, 2 teams. So who would you pick to stand out if if either of those two scenarios takes place?
Well, if I'm coaching and I'm struggling with my star and it's either of these, I still feed him the ball. I still have Will McPartland running the ball. I still have him passing the ball. And I'm expecting something along the way to break. If not, you look, well, he has good receivers. But again, it's his performance passing. But Noah Criswich is the type of guy who can stand out. 312 yards receiving on 20 catches. They have a bevy of nice receivers, a tall tight end in Sean McCormick. And Will McPartland's brother is the running back, Braden McPartland. And he's having a nice season as well. So there's certainly other pieces of the offense that you can go to. It's not limited. In fact, it's far from limited in the looks it'll show you. 53 different formations that C.J. Curry has seen with motions and everything. So even if it's the same plays and the same players, it's always going to look a little bit different and be a little trickier for the offense. Turn it the other way. I don't know how you stop Ty Wilkerson. And again, even if they slow him down, I think you still keep feeding him the ball and expecting that big run somewhere along the way, whether it's through fatigue or give him that little hole that he's able to run through. But Berwick has the other weapons as well. We've seen Brady Cleaver on counters off of looks that look like they're going to Ty Wilkerson, and he's done an amazing job running the football, and he throws nicely. He has Caleb May, who's taken balls on passes for touchdowns. He's taken jet sweeps with his great speed. He has other receivers like a Gabe Decker, who hasn't been used nearly as much. But, boy, if I have a secret weapon, Gabe Decker certainly is going to be part of it. Guys like Ashton Smith contribute. No, I really think it's going to come down to the line, and a lot of these other ancillary people are going to make their plays, but I still do think it's going to come down to the stars, Jim. Which defense can slow the other one down? They won't stop them.
Last Friday at this time, we were talking about heavy winds. Well, there were heavy winds when we got here today, but they have completely died down. But we need to talk about the rain. It's a steady rain. It might be throughout the night. We are on artificial turf. Any factor at all?
I really don't think so. You would worry about rain affecting the team that passes more, and that would be Scranton Prep. They have a very fine passer in their quarterback, who we just highlighted, and Will McFarland. But I don't think it's the type of rain that's going to affect it. The team of referees, officials are going to keep the ball dry. Players are used to, putting a talcum or a stickum on their hands of some sort to give you a grip the ball, or they wear the gloves these days. I think the quarterback's not going to be affected in throwing. It's a relatively light rain. It's one of those you just don't want to stand out there and just keep getting wet like the fans will if they don't have rain gear. But without the breeze, it's not a rain that should affect play all that much, maybe a little in the passing game.
And he'll be by later with the keys to tonight's game. When we return, we'll tell you more about the visitors, the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
What's worse than being broken down on the side of the road, and who's going to fix it without disrupting your life and cash flow? Since 2023, Wolfie's Automotive, 435 Washington Street, Berwick, has been keeping drivers on the road with the best prices and the shortest lead times. From large and extensive repairs to routine oil changes and even auto detail, they are honest, dependable, and will have you back in business in no time. Wolfie's Automotive in Berwick, the local, trustworthy mechanic. Just see it for yourself.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
Got that Berwick Bulldog spirit? Go to Papa Lou's Place on Vine Street, 2 blocks from Crispin Field, where the Berwick Bulldogs games are on. And there's live music on the patio after each home game, with drink specials every Friday, and try their famous smash burgers, homemade pierogies, and broadster wings with a variety of homemade sauces. Nobody does Berwick High School football like Papa Lou's Place, where the beer is fresh, the food is amazing, and the service is top-notch. See their Facebook page for details and go to Papa Lou's Place to see what the buzz is about.
Reds Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Reds Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Reds Roofing, the roofing ninjas. Now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What?
Huh? I'm so over this."
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Steady rain falling here at Crispin Field for this District 2 3A championship game as the Bulldogs about to take on the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep. For Prep, their offense goes with the tight end at number 19, Sean McCormick. He is 6'1", 210 pounds, a senior. 9 receptions on the season for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. If they go double tights, which they will on occasion, we'll see Jackson Silfrey, number 8. He is a 6', 195-pound senior. The left tackle is number 55, Elijah Myers, just a sophomore, 6'2", 245 pounds. Caleb Pagnotti is the starting left guard for Prep. He is 6'1", 215 pounds, a senior. Another senior starts at center, number 72, Owen DeDurka, 6'2", 235, a senior. Andrew Dempsey starts at right guard, number 51, 6', 215, a senior. And the right tackle is number 77, Anthony De Los Santos, 6'5", 265, a senior. So it's a veteran offensive front, counting the tight end. 5 of the 6 players are seniors, the exception being the sophomore left tackle, Elijah Myers. One of their offensive standouts is number 2, Noah Criswick. He's 5'9", 185 pounds, a junior. Caught 20 passes on the season for 312 yards and a touchdown. They will also put him in the backfield, and they'll use him as a running back. In fact, he had a jet sweep touchdown against Wyoming area last week in the district semifinal, a convincing 42-0 win for Scranton Prep. We'll also see number 4, A.J. Kroom, a 5'8", 160-pound senior, 18 receptions for 277 yards and 3 touchdowns. The quarterback is number 12, Will McParland, a 6', 190-pound senior. Suffered an ACL injury last season, and thus he was not available for the start of this season, and Prep went 0-3 without him. But he is terrific. 63% of his passes complete for 1,229 yards, 9 touchdowns. He has been picked off 5 times. And he's a good runner as well. 101 carries, 732 yards, and 10 touchdowns. He's averaging 7.2 yards a carry. His younger brother, Braden McParland, will serve as a running back and perhaps fullback as well. He's 5'8", 165, a junior. On the season, 43 carries, 367 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Anthony Prince is their second leading rusher, 87 carries, 525 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Prince is a 5'9", 190-pound junior. That's the starting lineup offensively for the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep. They average 31.1 points per game. We'll check the starters for the Bulldogs when we return. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Looking for convenient and reliable waste disposal? If you need residential, curbside pickup, or dumpster rentals, EcoFirst Logistics full-service trash service has you covered from Bloomsburg to Hazleton and surrounding areas. They're designed to make waste disposal easy, hassle-free, and eco-friendly, ensuring what can be saved is sorted out. EcoFirst Logistics also offers roll-off dumpsters for all your construction, demolition, and junk hauling needs. Visit them online or call EcoFirst Logistics, a proud supporter of the Berwick Bulldogs.
Hey guys, this is Ray,
Matt, and Chad
from Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton. You know what month it is? Yes-Vember.
What's Yes-Vember?
Yes-Vember.
No credit, poor credit, slow credit?
Yes-Vember. Need a car? Yes-Vember. Lowest price guarantee? Yes-Vember. So it is Yes-Vember. So if you want that car, come to Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton GMC. Check them out online at blazegmhazleton.com. And remember this, do we have the lowest price guarantee? Yes-Vember.
There you go.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
Did you inherit an estate or did you recently buy real estate that needs to be cleaned out? J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Berwick is the easiest and the fastest when it comes to big clean outs. They'll also clean out your attic, basement, or garage. Wherever you've got junk, call J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling today at 844-GET-JDOG and get your job done the military way with respect, integrity, and trust. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is proudly veteran-owned and operated.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
The rain is falling down. The umbrellas are up here at Crispin Field, home to Berwick since 1929, as the Bulldogs, who have won 11 district championships over the years, go for their first since 2014 as they take on Scranton Prep here tonight. For Berwick offensively, the tight end is number 9, Gabe Decker. He is a 6'3", 200-pound sophomore. We'll also see Berwick when they go double tights with number 26, Skylar Neville, a 6', 185-pound senior. J.J. Leonard starts at left tackle. He wears number 56, 6', 265-pound senior. The left guard is number 70, Draven Geiger, 5'11", 275 pounds, a senior. Nico Lonzinski returns from injury to start at center. He is 6'1", 280, a junior. The right guard is number 62, Matt Gordner, 6', 275-pound senior, very athletic. We've seen Berwick during the course of the season put him at a tight end position, put him in motion and lead the blocking for Ty Wilkerson and others. The right tackle is number 72, Mike Perry. He's 5'10", 225, a junior. It's a good line. It's a big line. Tackle to tackle, averaging 264 pounds a man. At a wide receiver spot, number 13, Alex Estrella, 5'11", 175, a senior. Doesn't catch the ball much, but when he does, he makes it count. He's averaging over 30 yards a reception on 6 receptions, 3 of them for touchdowns. The quarterback is number 10, Brady Cleaver, 5'10", 170, just a 9th grader. Didn't throw a single pass in the semifinals last week on the season. 40% completion, 256 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He's also a terrific runner with great speed, 434 yards rushing. He's averaging 10 yards a carry and 9 touchdowns. So the 9th grader has accounted for 15 touchdowns on the season. As we see the Cavaliers making their way on the far side of the field, white jerseys, white pants, gold helmets, and purple numerals and trim. Ty Wilkerson is a 6'2", 205-pound senior. Last Friday, a record-setting night for him. He now has 2,649 yards rushing on the season. That's a school record. He has 39-yard touchdowns. That's a school record. He is first in the state in rushing this season. He is 5th in the entire nation in that department. When the Bulldogs use the fullback, we'll see number 99, Everett Snyder, 5'11", 220-pound senior. 10 carries on the season for 53 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we'll see Caleb May at a running back or flanker. he makes the most of his touches. 15 touches, 5 touchdowns on the season. He's averaging over 17 yards a carry in rushing and 17 yards in receptions. So that is the starting lineup offensively for the Bulldogs that are C.J. Curry in his second season as head coach. What a turnaround he has led. 4-7 a year ago, coming into this district final, 11-0 for the Bulldogs, who just now make their way on the near side of the field. Berwick, blue jerseys, white helmets, white pants, white numerals, and trim. And you just might be able to hear the fireworks as Berwick makes their way on the field. The Bulldogs against the Cavaliers. Keys to tonight's game, Andy Lickney.
Well, I thought of this one quite a bit, Jim. I wasn't even going to use my notes, but I think they're pretty simple. First, who wins the battle of the trenches? I think the team that has the better line showing in this game is going to have the better showing overall and win. We've talked about it earlier. Can they stop the opponent's offensive star? Can Scranton Prep stop or slow down Ty Wilkerson? Can Berwick do the same with quarterback Bull McPartland? And another big one, because there's so many two-way players, I think the conditioning. I think by the time we get to the fourth quarter and this, guys are going to be really fatigued. Play the first, play the second, play the third, go two ways. Going against big, tough, aggressive people on the opposite side, who's going to have the stamina to keep on going in that fourth quarter and pull out a win in a close game. Let's start the battle in the trenches. Berwick is big, and we often forget how big they can be. With Nico Lonzinski back, they average 264 pounds a man. That's massive. And then they come out with you not just with that offensive line, but also with the power backs at the point of attack. So there's a lot of beef coming at you before you can even get to Ty Wilkerson, who's a good-sized guy himself. Scranton Prep, the Cavaliers are also nice in size, 235 pounds a man. But again, mostly seniors, just the one sophomore in there, add the senior tight end. That's a big unit. And when you flip them around, the same guys who play offense are basically across on defense. So these guys are going to be banging heads with each other all night. Two-way starters, going two ways in the trenches. Who's going to be able to win? I don't think either team will dominate. But, you don't need to dominate. Win 6 out of 10 plays. Win 7 out of 10 plays. And that should be enough to get you on the winning side of the ledger at the end of this.
We'd like to take a moment. We'll let Andy follow up on his keys to the game when we return as the captains meeting at the center of the field. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Ready to tackle your financial goals? First Keystone Community Bank invites you to play smart with your savings. Lock in a 182-day CD at 4.25% annual percentage yield to enjoy the winning combination of security, high interest, and short-term convenience. Go for the goal with a First Keystone Community Bank CD. For more information, visit fkc.bank. Minimum balance to earn annual percentage yield is $5,000. Terms apply. Member FDIC.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
Do you suffer from tired, achy, heavy legs? Are you looking to elevate your performance and style? Discover the perfect fusion of fashion and function at the Compression Shop of Berwick. If you're looking for medical or athletic compression wear, if you're looking to power through your workday, or you're looking to recover post-workout, the Compression Shop has personalized consultations and most of the products are try before you buy. All military get 10% off every day. The Compression Shop Berwick, West Front Street. Check out their Facebook page.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwalpin. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick, the roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at insureberwick.com and Lori Powell at loripowell.net.
WLYC AM Williamsport, WHLM AM, WCFT HD3 Bloomsburg. 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Berwick Choral Group, the Modern Airs, with our national anthem. We're a minute or two away from the kickoff of this district championship game. A few more of the keys to tonight's game. Andy Lickney.
We talked about the battle of the trenches, Jim. You have to stop the opponent's offensive star. Ty Wilkerson, no one's been able to stop him. Will Scranton Prep be able to slow him down? I'm sure they'll key on him. They'll probably do a better job than most. They have great talent, but can they put enough stop on him to be able to pull out a victory? For Berwick, they have to stop the quarterback, Will McPartland. When he returned after an injury 3 games in, he became, again, the star of this team at 1,000 yards rushing last year. Without the injury, he'd have both 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards passing this season. So he's the guy you got to key on. Everything's going to go through him. Of course, you can't forget about the other players, and Berwick will keep an eye on them. But I think you got to keep this quarterback contained, keep his receivers contained, and see what you can do. And my third key after the battle of the trenches and stopping the stars was going to be conditioning. So many two-way players, Jim. On my flip sheet, I usually highlight them in orange, and I have everyone highlighted in orange. All the offensive linemen, all the defensive linemen, the skill people, the quarterback. In fact, the quarterback, Will McPartland, not just stars at quarterback, he was an all-state defensive back last year. So where are they come the fourth quarter after pounding against each other for the first, second, and third periods? You know, who's going to have the guts? Who's going to have the adrenaline? Who's going to have that stick-to-itiveness to really play it out to the end when things get going and everyone's physically tired and fatigued? So keep an eye out. It may be a fourth quarter game, and who can rise to the occasion with their conditioning, we'll find out.
And Andy, with that last point you made, it should be pointed out that Scranton Prep has played a lot more four-quarter games than have the Bulldogs. So can the Bulldogs go all out for the 4 quarters? I think we're going to find out tonight.
Yeah, I think we will find out. I'm sure many games they would have liked to have played more, but the 35-point rule kind of put them into the mercy rule, and coaches and sportsmanship were going to get the starters out. I'm sure a lot of players were itching. I know when I played, it was a two-way type of game. Just about everyone went two ways. And while you were tired at the end of it, you always felt if there was more you had to give, you'd have that little bit more. Now, you think that in your head, is your body still producing at that highest level where you were when you were fresh? Berwick does have some ability to rotate some players in, and I think through the course of the game, they need to get those rotations in. Put the fresh legs in, get somebody out, spell them for a defensive break, spell them for an offensive break, and try to, concern yourself for that fourth quarter push.
Berwick won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Scranton Prep will get it. Cavaliers will move from our right to our left as we start this game. The referee for tonight's championship game, John Basic. The umpire is Frank Kolicki. Kyle Costello is the linesman. The line judge is Joseph Lally Jr. The back judge is Randy Donato. Jacob Schuster is the side judge, and the field judge is Joseph Watrall.
All-star cast, Jim. 7-member crew. Once you get to the districts, they'll keep an eye on the chains. They'll keep a good eye on the clock. The extra officials, when you get to 6 and 7 men, usually focus in the secondary. You add the back judge, side judge, and field judge to watch for more pass interference calls. Other than that, it would be the same as if you had a 4 or 5-man crew.
We are waiting for television as both teams are anxious to get it going, but we're going to wait till the guy on the field in the umbrella stops talking to get this one going.
And it'll be very, very soon. I think we're scheduled for a 7:06 kickoff. Berwick's huddled right off their sideline, ready to go. Scranton Prep the same way down to our right.
Again, the District 4 championship game tonight in 3A is Mifflinburg at home against Montoursville. We'll bring you updates on that as the night progresses. The winner of that game plays the winner of this one to start the state playoffs next Friday night. Caleb Yost, he of the school record for consecutive extra points. He got to 46 before he had one block last week. The sophomore will tee it off, and Scranton Prep will send a couple people deep. Looks like Charlie Speicher, one, and Noah Criswick is the other.
I always watch Caleb Yost. Where is he going to spot the ball? You can set it up anywhere between the hashes or on the hash. He's going to be about a yard or two inside the right hash and approach it soccer style.
Yost has the signal from the officiating crew, approaches the ball. It's a low line drive kick, fielded by one of the up at the 19-yard line to the 20, to the 30, and hit down hard at the 31-yard line. As the return was by Sal Tallarico.
Ashton Smith coming on down to kind of bear hug him on down to the ground. They would have liked a little more distance on that if it could roll its way all the way back. But Tallarico interposed himself, got that ball, and returned it as far as he could before Ashton Smith put the kibosh to him.
Berwick defensively across the front. Gabe Decker, Matt Gordner, Everett Snyder, J.J. Leonard, and Skylar Neville. Linebackers Ashton Smith and Brock Sims will check the secondary after this play. 1st and 10 Cavaliers at their own 30. Man in motion, it's Criswick. He gets the call off the right side. He has some running room, and Noah Criswick is very close to a first down before he's brought down by Ty Wilkerson from his safety position.
Yeah, he'll push it for 9 yards, Jim. You mentioned him as a bit of a surprise. We list him as a wide receiver, but he has such talent. They like to put him in the backfield for a variety. They actually are going to move the chain, so call it a 10-yard game.
Make it 11. It's at the 41-yard line. Wide receiver to the right, wide receiver to the left. Criswick, a dual threat as a receiver and a running back. Is Braden McParlin gets the call off the right side. Good running room over the 45, out near the 47-yard line. Good first down play. Ashton Smith makes the stop from his linebacker position.
Berwick guilty of reaching and not holding on strong enough. A couple of half-hearted tackles. With this team, they're going to come at you hard from their offensive line stances and block, and they're going to run hard. 6-yard gain on that, and they haven't used their best weapon yet, quarterback Will McPartland.
Here is a 2nd down and 4. 3 receivers to the left. McParlin awaits the shotgun snap. Criswick in motion. But the handoff goes to Braden McParlin. He's got the first down, then some. He's still on his feet. 35-30 down the far sideline, and finally ridden down around the 15-yard line Terrific run by Aiden McParland. Alex Estrella, the saving tackle for Berwick.
And again, Berwick is kind of near the area and should be able to shut that down for about a 4-yard gain. But they're not finishing up by making the tackle. They're kind of reaching on in. This guy's running too hard for that.
So a 38-yard run by Aiden McParland. And it's a 1st and 10 for Scranton Prep at the Berwick 15-yard line as the Cavaliers try to strike first. 3 receivers to the left. Will McParland will carry off the right side. He's got running room, and he's all the way down to the 6, maybe the 5-yard line. It opened up off that right side.
Caleb May eventually coming up, but Jim, he's the cornerback. You need the defensive end, the defensive tackle on the left side. You need an outside linebacker to get in there and stuff that up. Right now, they're attacking that very consciously. 3rd play in a row, they've gone to that C gap on the right, and the 3rd time they've had success, this time for 8 yards.
2nd down and 2. Cavaliers at the Bulldogs 7-yard line. McParland awaits the shotgun snap. Wide receiver to the right. Criswick in motion left to right. Long count. McParland fakes handoff, keeps the football himself, headed for the end zone, goes in, stand up for a Scranton Prep touchdown. Will McParland from 7 yards out, and a terrific drive by the Cavaliers to start this game.
Yes, it is. Again, that same C gap. Brock Sims was there, squared up, but the quarterback just put a little jump shift on him to the inside and left him, and he was able to then dance on into the end zone. So Berwick has not had the defensive answer to this running game. And so far, Scranton Prep has that good lead.
Tyler Bianchi will attempt the extra point. Junior, left-footed, soccer-style kicker, gets the kick up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field. 9:26 to go. First quarter. Scranton Prep 7. Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
In case you haven't noticed, it's that time of year when it gets chillier every day. Is your vehicle ready? Let MasterTech Auto Services of Berwick winterize your car and ensure your precious cargo stays safe. They have a great selection of brand name tires, and you can save 25% on mounting and balancing when you buy a set of 4. MasterTech Auto Services will do their best to get you in and out the same day. Schedule an appointment now at MasterTechAutoBerwick.com with Saturdays now available. Saving you money every step of the way. MasterTech Auto Services in Berwick.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Scranton Prep shocks Berwick on their first possession. 5 plays, 70 yards. Will McParland, their dual threat quarterback, in from 7 yards out for the touchdown for McParland, his 11th rushing touchdown of the season. Bianchi with the extra point. And the Cavaliers have an early 7-0 lead.
Well, and they did it, making it look very, very easy, Jim. Nothing but runs. And again, McParland doing nothing tricky, taking the shotgun snap and attacking the C-gap on the right side. Brock Sims looked to be in position, but boy, McParland really put a nice move on him in the hole to get the score. Berwick's needing to shore up its tackling.
Tyler Bianchi, the junior who just kicked the extra point, will kick off for the Cavaliers. Deep for Berwick, Ashton Smith and Caleb May.
Bianchi has a pink shoe on the left foot he'll kick with, a white shoe on the other.
And the significance is?
Color, style.
Bianchi's kick is very, very high to the far side, headed toward the out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds. So Berwick will have good field position for their first possession, going against a Scranton Prep 4-4 that lines up with Elijah Myers, Anthony De Los Santos, Owen DeDurka, and Sean McCormick, the front 4. Outside linebackers, Braden McPartland and Mackie Lunette. Inside, Andrew Dempsey and Caleb Pagnotti. The corners are Liam Haggerty and A.J. Kroom, and the safety is Will McParland.
9 are full-time two-way players. The others, A.J. Kroom and Malaki Lunette, pretty much alternate as receivers on the offensive side, so they're practically two-way players.
Berwick's first play from scrimmage tonight, it will be the center, Nico Lonzinski, over the ball. His return from injury, I formation. Everett Snyder is the tailback. The fullback. Ty Wilkerson, the tailback. Wilkerson gets the call, looks for some running room, has some, gets over the 40, out to the 41. Good first down carry. Will McParland had to make the tackle from his safety position.
Little counter trap play. They had that big lineman out there that was able to cut from a wingback position, Matt Gordner, and kick out on the inside. And then Everett Snyder also leading the way. Tough running by Ty Wilkerson.
6 yards, second down and 4. Bulldogs at their 41 as they move from our left to our right. Here in the opening quarter, they trail 7-0. Matt Gordner lines up on a wing to the left side. Cleaver under center. Gordon in motion to the right leads the way for Ty Wilkerson, who gets the handoff, looking for running room, and he appears to have the first down. Tough running. And Berwick moves the sticks.
Really tough running. I'm noticing that they're cheating up quarterback / safety Will McParland, probably their best athlete. He was involved early in the tackle on the previous play. This time he's up almost like a defensive end rather than a standard safety. He might be keying on Ty Wilkerson, trying to shadow him.
So a 5-yard run, a 6-yard run. Berwick with a first down at their own 46. Now Wilkerson, the lone running back. Everett Snyder comes in motion right to left. He'll lead the way for Wilkerson, who tries the left side, tries to break free, but good gang tackling by the Cavaliers. Brings him down about the 49. I think this is where they'll give him Braden McPartland, who is an excellent safety as well as a quarterback. Brings him down after a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
They ran Braden McPartland's side. He's the outside linebacker. Will McPartland, that safety, also did come up. He might be keying Everett Snyder, because Everett Snyder often will take you to the point of attack.
And Everett now on a wing to the left after a shift. He's on the right side now, out of the gun. Cleaver hands off to Ty Wilkerson, and Wilkerson is over midfield. He'll come up a couple of yards short of the yardage needed for the first down as Caleb Pagnotti makes the stop for the Cavaliers. They mark it at the prep 49-yard line, so gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we mentioned that battle in the trenches, Jim, and we're seeing that. Right now, the offensive line is getting into their blocks, trying to move people out. Scranton prep, very resistant to give up any ground.
3rd down play coming. Cleaver out of the gun. Running back to either side of him. Gives to the second man, and he is buried. It's Ty Wilkerson right at the line of scrimmage. We haven't seen that more than a handful of times during the season. Andrew Dempsey made the stop, and the punt team will come on for Berwick. They won't risk it on their first possession.
No, they won't. Not with the way Scranton prep is playing. They're rallying to the football. It's been tough to get yardage on the inside. We'll see if the game plan adapts next time Berwick gets the football.
A.J. Krum is the deep man for Scranton Prep, standing back at his 15-yard line. And it will be Caleb Yost will do the punting for the Bulldogs, standing back at the Berwick 37. Long count. Snap is there. Kick is away. Krum will see it go off to his right and roll out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. So an effective punt, no return. 32 yards altogether. And Prep will get it for the second time in this game. They lead Berwick 7-0, 5:49 to go in the first.
They had a running drive, Jim, and mostly attacking the C gap off the right side. Whether they feel that that's their stronger side, where they have the big, strong blocking of Anthony De Los Santos, 6'5", 265 standout lineman, or whether they feel they've spotted some sort of weakness of Berwick in that area. Berwick's been struggling to square up and make the tackles.
The ball at the 17-yard line. That's where the Cavaliers will put it in play for their second possession. Man in motion, but the running back gets it off the right side. He'll pick up about 3 to the 20-yard line.
Anthony Prince taking that ball aside of the man and taking the shotgun snap. A little bit of tough yardage on the inside. Berwick played that pretty well defensively. Going to see where they moved the chain about a yard.
Draven Geiger got the tackle. They're marking it just short of the 20. The line of scrimmage was the 17, so we'll call it second down and 7 for the Cavaliers. Slot to the left side. McParland out of the gun. Again, Prince off the right side. Has running room this time into the secondary. Out to the 29-yard line. Looks like he might have a Cavalier first down.
And he might. They came out with a full line and 2 tight ends and maybe another man in there. We're told that when Berwick scouted, they counted 53 different formations. That extended line of scrimmage was very, very wide. There's going to be some natural seams, even if Berwick does adjust.
1st and 10. Scranton Prep at their own 30-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. McParland awaits the shotgun snap. He gives to Criswick, and it's a flea flicker, and McParland throws to the far side. He's got a man, the 40, the 45, to midfield, to the 40, down the far sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, and Criswick has a Scranton Prep touchdown. Or was he out of bounds inside the 5?
Deserved a touchdown. Tricky play, Jim. Handoff to the running back. Handoff as a reverse. Instead of reversing, they pitch it back flea flicker style to the quarterback, Will McParland. Normally such a play goes deep downfield. You try to fool the secondary. Instead, they fooled them with the screen pass to Criswick, who was able to take it on down the sideline very, very well.
67 yards altogether on that play. And 1st and goal for Scranton Prep at the Berwick 3-yard line as the Cavaliers try to take a 2-touchdown lead early. They have a man coming on late now as Braden McParland lines up to the right of his brother Will, and Will's going to carry himself off the right side, head for the pylon, dives for the corner, and we're waiting for the official to give us the signal touchdown for the Cavaliers. Will McParland, his 2nd of this first quarter.
Hey, just one student body, Jim. They had Berwick outnumbered. He was very patient, staying behind the 4 or 5 blockers who were attacking the right side of the end zone. He was making a final dive at the pylon, and the linesman right there eventually does signal it. One hand, then the other.
So the long pass play off the flea flicker to Criswick sets up McParland's 2nd rushing touchdown this opening quarter. And now the extra point attempt by Bianchi. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field. 4:19 to go, first quarter. Scranton Prep 14 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Planning for the future doesn't have to be complicated. Attorney Nick Lutz of Cardinal Estate Planning in Berwick will guide you every step of the way. Whether it's protecting your assets, setting up a trust, or ensuring your family is cared for, Cardinal Estate Planning provides personalized solutions for you and your family's needs. Call or sign up on their website to attend a free educational workshop that will give you an understanding of the process and peace of mind knowing your legacy is in good hands. Visit them online at cardinalastate.planning.com. Let them help you plan for tomorrow today.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Great start in this game for the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep. 2 possessions, 2 scores, both rushing touchdowns by quarterback Will McParland. And with 4:19 remaining in this opening quarter, Scranton Prep with a lead of 14-0.
Berwick has not been in this position, Jim. Are they able to regroup? I think this is the time as a coach you remind your players all the off-season weightlifting, all the preseason camp, all the sweating, all the wind sprints, everything you've done, the success you've had throughout the year. If you come out and on this drive you score, it's a 14-7 game, you're right back in it. You can't let this spiral out of control because of a morale problem that this team scored twice quickly on you.
Tyler Bianca will be kicking it off. His last kickoff went out of bounds, gave Berwick good field position. Ashton Smith and Caleb May deep for the Bulldogs. May definitely the deep threat of the 2. He has a 93-yard touchdown on the season and had one called back, which he ran for a touchdown as well.
A lot of numbers we normally don't see with all the two-way starters getting their chance. They're fresh, but sometimes you're a little too fresh. You could be a little tight on this kick return team.
Bianchi's kick is very, very high, and it'll be fielded by one of the up men at the 22-yard line, and great coverage downfield. He's brought down the 25-yard line.
Brock Sims took it, tackled in there by number 5. Jim, you have it?
Brandon Farmer, good on special teams. And Berwick will take over. And even though we're early in this game, 4:15, this is a pretty important possession for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I think what we've been seeing is we've been seeing some spying on Berwick's running game. I'm watching their all-stater, quarterback / safety in there, Will McParland, cheating to the side he thinks the run is going to go. And he might be cheating toward wherever Everett Snyder goes. He'll often take you to the play.
Caleb May is wide to the right. Estrella wide to the left. Out of the Wildcat. The snap goes to Ty Wilkerson, and he's gang tackled after a pickup about 3 out near the 28-yard line.
They'd like to get a little bit more, but the defensive linemen are engaging the offensive linemen. No one's able to get to the linebacker level. And by that 2-3 yard push, that's all Berwick's been able to get. You need to be able to spring it, get some blockers down further to the second level.
Defensive end Sean McCormick in on that last stop. 2nd down and 7. Berwick at their own 28. Estrella wide to the right.
Quarterback.
The keeper by Brady Cleaver, and he goes nowhere.
Yeah, that's big 77, Anthony De Los Santos. There was a fake left, a fake right, and then the quarterback's going to keep it, look to go up the middle. But before he's able to do so, De Los Santos has penetrated as the quarterback wrapped up and spins him back for no gain.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Mifflinburg 7, Montoursville nothing. First quarter score in that game. Of course, the winner of this one will get the winner of that one next week in the first round of the state playoffs. We go under 3 minutes remaining. A first quarter dominated by Scranton Prep and Berwick with a 3rd down and 7. I formation.
Will they feel the need to pass?
Brady Cleaver under center. Back to throw. Fires out to Estrella. And Estrella is buried at the 31-yard line. Boy, Prep gets to the football in a hurry. Leading the way was Liam Haggerty. And the punt team on again.
Yeah, down and distance dictates a passing play. Nice little play action fake, but Scranton Prep is anticipating the pass. Quarterback steps quickly to his right. Estrella has about 2-3 steps into a slanting pattern. And before he's able to make much more than the catch, defense is right upon him to make the tackle.
A.J. Kroom, Noah Criswick, deep for Prep. As Caleb Yost back at his 18-yard line. High snap. Yost goes back, gets it on a bounce, gets the kick away, and it's blocked. It's blocked. It goes out of bounds. Prep will have the football near the Berwick 20-yard line.
He went back, got it on a bounce, turned, and felt he had enough time. I don't know if it was blocked, Jim, or if he just shanked it trying to hurry it off. In any case, it's a very short punt, just barely past the line of scrimmage.
In fact, not past the line of scrimmage. A loss of 11 altogether as Scranton Prep takes over at the Berwick 20-yard line with 1:52 to go in the first. And the Cavaliers have a chance to add to what is a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, bad luck game, Jim. I don't think they've had a bad punt snap all year.
Here's McParland out of the gun. With Prince, the running back, to his right. Criswick comes in motion, gets the handoff, tries the left side, breaks one tackle, spins away from another, gets down to about the 18-yard line.
Criswick runs hard. Gabe Decker played it real well. He's at the defensive end on the left, and he came across to contain. Took on the blocker and forced Criswick to turn it inside where there are other people in the area. Just about a 2-yard gain there for Criswick.
Yeah, they're marking it at the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Cavaliers at the Berwick 18. 1:20 to go in this opening quarter. McParland awaits the shotgun snap. His brother Braden to his right. There's a slot to the right. Will McParland has the snap. He's back to throw. He sets up a screen to the far side to his brother, and his brother's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. They set up the screen to the right side. Will McParland to Braden McParland. Well set up. And Scranton Prep extends their lead to 20-0.
A little play action fake, and Gabe Decker didn't bite. Continued coming after the quarterback. But on a screen pass, you want that pass rush coming. Quarterback Will McParland's able to get it around Gabe Decker to his brother Braden McParland, who does the rest with fine running after the catch.
Here's Bianchi with the extra point. as the Cavaliers shocking the Bulldogs in this district final to this point. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 101 remaining in the first quarter. Scranton Prep 21, Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
101 to go in the first quarter. Scranton Prep, 3 possessions, 3 scores. They lead Berwick in this district championship game 21-0. Andy, that last touchdown, a screen pass. We were told that Scranton Prep uses those a lot. You know, considering the entire season, I don't know if we've seen 2 screen passes at all, but it's a great play.
It really is, especially when you have a team that's aggressive and likes to rush the quarterback. I just mentioned on the previous play a strong play by Gabe Decker in the run. This time they fake in his direction. He aggressively comes at the quarterback, which you'd like him to do. You got to pressure the quarterback. He's not going to defend that screen. But boy, it had people off balance. He just got it sideways to his brother, and it was a very effective screen.
So Bianchi will kick it off with 1:01 remaining in this opening quarter. And Scranton Prep leading this one 21-0. Kick by Bianchi comes up very, very short to the 24-yard line. Brock Sims out of bounds on the far side at about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. So Berwick with decent field position with 56 seconds to go in the quarter, but they're really incumbent on the Bulldogs offense to get something going.
Yeah, giving up 21 points is demoralizing, Jim. You hate to spiral out of control, demoralized. And if the offense was getting some chunk plays, you'll say, well, we can make that up. We have Ty Wilkerson. He'll break one for 70. But so far, Scranton Prep has done a real nice job keeping Tymir Wilkerson in check. He has 6 carries for just 20 yards.
This is the most points Berwick has given up in any game this season. We still have 56 seconds to go in the first. Brady Cleaver out of the gun. Gives to Ty Wilkerson. Wilkerson off the left side. Looks for some room, and there's not much there. Got about 2 on the play.
Yeah, running into the linebacker level, we mentioned Berwick's not getting blockers. Andrew Dempsey coming up and making the hit. And again, no one's really getting pads on him, and he's a standard inside linebacker.
They mark it at the 34. Pickup of 3 for Ty Wilkerson. 2nd down and 7. Bulldogs at their 34.
I'm imagining that the defensive line is grabbing a hold of the people blocking them, even shoving them into power backs so that they can't get to the linebacker level with their blocks.
Perhaps the last play of this opening quarter. As Brady Cleaver fakes handoff, keeps the football. He's got to be buried. No, he gets away. Tries to get outside left. Flags fly. He is brought down about the 32-yard line.
He tried with the sweep to the right after the fake, had to reverse his field because a man was in the area, Caleb Pagnotti. When he reversed his field, most likely a hold as he was getting to the outside. Would have been stopped probably near the line of scrimmage. The hold is a choice what the Scranton Prep want to do.
It's a loss of a yard on the play overall. It's John Basic, the referee, indicates it is a hold against Berwick.
They'll take the yardage, Jim. If I'm Scranton Prep, I'd like to see Berwick in a, sort of a 2nd and 17. Put them in a area where they're uncomfortable. Force them to do what they don't normally do. A passing type of situation somewhere along the way in this series of plays. Berwick just hasn't done that all year.
As Bulldogs will let that clock wind down, and they'll have some time to think about this 2nd and 17. But 1 quarter in the books, and Scranton Prep leads Berwick 21-0. You're listening to Berwick football on Goat Rocks, PA.
When the weather turns cold, you need reliability to keep your home and family warm. Chapin Oil in Nescapac has been the local choice for reliable home heating oil delivery and maintaining the tried and true service you've come to know only at Chapin Oil. Stay warm, stay local, and stay with the name you can trust. Chapin Oil, Nescapac. Call today to set up your delivery. Chapin Oil proudly supports the Berwick Bulldogs.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about real estate. It's about community, trust, and finding the right fit for your future. And nobody knows Berwick like Mark Nespoli with eXp Realty. Mark's your neighbor, rooted right in Berwick, with a passion for helping people find their perfect home, which is why he's also a top producing agent nationwide. So when it's time for your next move, choose the agent who knows the Berwick market and the community inside and out. Mark Nespoli, eXp Realty. Visit the570realtor.com or visit at Mark Nespoli on Facebook. Mark Nespoli, Berwick's hometown realtor.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
One quarter in the books here at Crispin Field. This District 2 3A championship game dominated to this point by the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep, who have won 4 consecutive district titles. We start the second quarter. Berwick with the ball, moving from our right to our left. They have it at their 23-yard line, facing second down and 17. Caleb May starts in motion. Fake to him. It gives to Ty Wilkerson. He's got some running room, and he gets up to the 30-yard line off the right side. So he'll pick up about 7 on the play. Mackie Lynette makes the stop for the Cavaliers. 3rd and long, Berwick.
They stick with what they do best, and that's run Ty Wilkerson, especially when you think Scranton Prep may be backed off, anticipating pass. He was to the left side of the quarterback. He took it and slanted off to the right side and found a nice natural seam.
3rd down and 11. Berwick at their 30. Caleb May and Alex Estrella. 2 speedsters. Wide receivers to the right. Cleaver out of the gun, back to throw. Looking long downfield into traffic. This one may be picked off. It is. A.J. Kroom. Over the shoulder interception and a good return to the 40, to the 45, to midfield, down the far sideline, and ridden out of bounds. So Cleaver threw it up for grabs, and Kroom with the interception, and Scranton Prep in business.
Am I right? That's the first interception thrown by Brady Cleaver all year, Jim?
It is.
It is. And, it would have served as good as a punt if they tackled him at the point of the interception. But he had about 10 free yards to run till there were any Berwick players. And then 2 of the 3 players just had terrible efforts in bringing him down. One seemed to stop on the sideline and watch like I think he went out of bounds. You just need better play there overall for the field position.
1st and 10. Cavaliers at the Bulldog 35. Will McParlin under center. Fakes handoff. Back to throw. Big pass rush. Hit as he gets it away. Throws it up for grabs and has a completion. And is it a touchdown? We're looking at the officials, and they're not indicating touchdown. They're saying out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's Braden McParlin.
Brady McParlin normally is lined up in the backfield, but that time he's out as a wide receiver. Basically flying down the field, down the left sideline. Brother Will McParlin puts it up. Somehow he has 10, 15 yards on the deepest cornerback. Makes the catch, has to regain his speed as he had to slow down to make the catch.
32 yards on the reception. 1st and goal. Scranton Prep at the Berwick 3-yard line. McParlin has 2 rushing touchdowns. He takes the snap, tries for a 3rd, heads to the pylon. The official gives it a good look, and he's going to come up short. It'll be 2nd down and goal coming.
Same as the last touchdown. Instead of the student body to the right, this time it was student body to the left. 4 white jerseys in front of the quarterback, Will McParland. He's waiting to see where is a hole going to open. If not, can I dive over the top of it? He'll gain 1 of the 2 yards and come closer.
1 to go to add to that big lead. As Will McParlin awaits the shotgun snap. Will he call his own number again? He does. Off the right side, and he's in easily for the Scranton Prep touchdown. 3rd touchdown of this first half by quarterback Will McParlin.
Took it inside that time. He had the whole right side as they're on the left hash. You thought he might try to take it wide, use his speed, and use the blockers. But it was designed to go in the B gap between the guard and the tackle. And again, you have that big Anthony De Los Santos in that area helping clear the way, and Bray scores standing up.
Extra point attempt coming for Tyler Bianchi. He's 3 for 3. Snap placement. Kick is up, and he's now 4 for 4. 10:43 to go first half. Scranton Prep 28, Berwick nothing. You're listening to Berwick Football on Go Rocks PA.
Ford is built for every drive, every adventure, every day. Ready, set, Ford. And right now at Ken Pollock Ford, we're celebrating 10 years of driving you forward. As a proud Ford President's Award winner, we're bringing you incredible offers like the Bronco, F-150, and Explorer starting at just $499 per month and 0 down. Adventure, strength, versatility, it's all here and it's all Ford. Visit Ken Pollock Ford, 1120 West Front Street, Berwick. We're online at kenpollockford.com.
Select models $499 per month, 0 down with approved credit through Ford Credit. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for detail. Offer expires 12/1/25.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
A shocker here at Crispin Field, this District 2 3A championship game. Scranton Prep rolling over Berwick to the tune of 28-0 as they have scored on all 4 of their possessions. They've taken advantage of Berwick mistakes, a bad snap on a punt, ball thrown up for grabs that was intercepted and returned deep into Berwick territory. And so Bulldogs have to be a little shell-shocked. They've not been in any position even close to this during the course of the season.
And as a coach, you can't let your team play shell-shock, Jim. That's the thing. Somehow you got to snap them out of it, whether it's a pep talk, whether it's talking to them calmly. You know your players and how they'll react. The other temptation is you're down this much, you get out of your normal game plan. You might think, well, we have to pass, we have to do this, we have to do that, and it's not your norm. I think you stay with your norm and try to get one back and try to get back into some kind of a rhythm.
Tyler Bianchi, 4 for 4 in extra points, kicks off again. To the far side, bounces to Caleb May at the 16-yard line, looking for room. Cavaliers with great coverage downfield. And May is brought down about the 22-yard line. Leading the way is Roman Lau. And Berwick will get the football.
Yeah, they cover well, Jim, and like I said, it's not the experienced guys, it's not the two-way starters, it's a lot of fresh people in new jerseys, but it's their chance to make a name for themselves. And there we saw Roman Lau getting on down there, squaring up and making the tackle.
I'm with you, Andy. Berwick can't suddenly start filling the air with passes. That's not their game. There's a long way to go, even though there's a lot of work to be done, but they need to stick to their game.
CJ Curry has him on the sideline, give him a little pep talk, Jim, but the clock's worked down to 11 seconds. Berwick's going to have to hustle to get this play off. 7, 6, 5.
From the 22-yard line, Cleaver out of the gun. Here's coming the other way now. Caleb May has room. 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet. Great effort out to the 42-yard line.
It was really nice. It was actually out of the Wildcat, Jim. Ty Wilkerson took the snap, showed sweep to the right, but Caleb May coming the opposite way from a right flanker position, takes a pitch behind the quarterback spot and takes it for about 20 yards. What do you measure it at?
Exactly 20. Caleb May, coming into this game, averaged 17 yards a carry.
He improved it.
A little bit. I formation now. Wilkerson, the call, and Ty Wilkerson with a good first down carry over the 45 out to the 48-yard line. So Wilkerson straight ahead. Anthony De Los Santos in on the stop for the Cavaliers.
He's on the opposite side of where the attack was, and he ended up jumping on Ty Wilkerson's back and took a ride for about 5 yards of that carry. Strong run by Ty Wilkerson.
6 yards, 2nd down and 4. Bulldogs at their own 48. Again, the I formation. Again, the call to Wilkerson straight ahead. He's got the first down and then some as he runs over a tackler to the Cavalier 45-yard line.
He won the collision with De Los Santos again, Jim. That's their biggest guy, and he's their stud. So when you're able to take a shot from Anthony De Los Santos at the line of scrimmage and continue the run for such nice positive yardage, that's an impressive feat.
7 yards on the carry by Ty Wilkerson. Berwick in Scranton Prep territory for the first time in this game. At the Cavaliers 45. Alex Estrella wide to the left. Brady Cleaver out of the gun, toss sweep right side. He drops the ball. There's Wilkerson. Then he loses it altogether, but Brady Cleaver cleans it up at the 49-yard line, a loss of 4.
Not sure exactly what happened, Jim. We'll call a loss of 4 to the team. They were getting out of the huddle. Wide receivers already flanked out, and then they called back. I think he wanted to change the snap count to a quick count. They got up. It looked like they even jumped off sides. They didn't throw a flag. But the timing of the play is off. There's not a clean exchange. Wilkerson doesn't hold it. Cleaver happens to be in the area, and he's lucky he didn't have it taken away from him.
2nd and 14. Bulldogs at the Cavalier 49. Brady Cleaver out of the gun. Wilkerson comes in motion, a fake to him. They got a screen to the other side, and the Cavaliers are all over the football as Braden McParland makes a big defensive play for a loss.
Yep, trying to throw a screen, but no blockers out there in the flank. Now, fake it to Wilkerson often opens things up. Everest Snyder, not a man who's normally seen in the passing game. In fact, he has no receptions all year. That'll be his first catch, and it'll be for a loss.
3rd and 21. There are not a lot of good calls for this situation, particularly against a team as talented as Scranton Prep. Ball at the Berwick 44-yard line. Slot to the left. Ty Wilkerson wide to the right, comes in motion. A fake to him. Cleaver back to throw. Looking, goes to Caleb May. He's wide open, and he drops the football. It's been that kind of first half for Berwick. He was wide open at the 40-yard line.
I think he started on the far right side of the formation, then came all the way across the field toward the left hash. You mentioned, Jim, he shook the coverage, whatever there was on him. Had clear sailing. He would have made the catch. He had 20 yards on the catch alone, but he wanted to add to it with the run where he would have had another 15 or 20. Instead, kind of lost the focus, lost the concentration.
Last time Berwick attempted to punt, there was a bad snap, but it resulted in Scranton Prep taking over at the Bulldog 20. A.J. Kroom back in single safety for the Cavaliers. This time the snap is good. The kick is away. Kroom will let it bounce, or will he take it? He does. Take it on a hop. Gets by Brock Sims. Goes to the far side. Sims stays with it and makes the grab at the 29-yard line. Good play by Brock Sims on special teams.
Yeah, and you wonder about the punt return man, should he pick that up or not? It took 2 bounces, but the one bounced high enough up beyond the knees to where he felt he can safely take it. Why let it roll further?
There is a flag down the play. That was a 46-yard punt and a 7-yard return. So John Basic, the referee, will let us know, hopefully, what the call is.
Yeah, I believe at the point of the tackle, Jim, they're over there gathered where the man went down.
Penalty will go against the Cavaliers, and they will have possession, I believe, and just farther back to start this possession. 7:07 remaining in the first half. 28-0 is the Scranton Prep lead in that District 4 final. It's Mifflinburg 14 and Montoursville 6. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter of that game being played at Mifflinburg. So this will be the poorest field position for Scranton Prep to start a possession. They have scored on every one of their previous 4 and lead 28-0, 7:07 remaining in the half.
Mostly running plays offensively. I see 3 passing plays, but they've been for 67 yards, 18 yards, and 32 yards.
So the mark-off will take it to the 9-yard line. That's where the Cavaliers have it.
Marched it off and stopped, and then came back and continued to march off.
Yeah, Terry Gallagher's hoping for an explanation on the sideline as the call goes to Prince off the right side, and he'll get over the 10 to about the 12-yard line. So Anthony Prince on the carry. Brock Sims, who's had a terrific season, coming into this game number 2 on the team in tackles with 59, including 18 tackles for loss. As they mark it at the 12, 2nd and 7 for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Prince is a solid ball carrier, Jim. 87 carries, 525 yards on the course of the season. Only the running quarterback has more yards.
Liam Haggerty is wide to the right side. The biggest of their wide receivers at 6'3". McParland awaits the shotgun snap from the 12. He rolls left and flicks it ahead to a running back who's got the first down and then some over the 30, still on his feet out to the 35-yard line.
It's his brother, Braden McParland, and it was on the shuffle pass, Jim. Little eye candy, man in motion, odd formation. But when it comes down to it, he's going to roll and then flick it right-handed to Braden McParland, who's standing in the line of scrimmage, catches it. He breaks the tackle that Everett Snyder seems to have him securely in, and then continues to run.
24 yards for Braden McPartland. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their 36-yard line. Call goes to Prince off the left side. He's got plenty of running room. He's on his feet. He's got a first down out near midfield. And right now, this is a mismatch.
It is a mismatch, Jim, and it's a mismatch between the offensive line and the defense. They're getting blocked. They're getting no one near the point of attack, getting no one near the ball carrier. That's basically a straight-on play into the C-gap on the left, and it's an easy 11 yards as Berwick has no one in the area to make the tackle.
12 yards on the carry. First down Cavaliers at their 48-yard line. A.J. Kroom in a slot to the right. Mackie Lynette wide to the right. Kruzik comes in motion. They pitch to him outside. He's got a little bit of running room. He gets over midfield, gets to the Berwick 48-yard line.
They'll call it a passing play. I'm sure they will in the newspaper, even though it was overhand but backward. Had he dropped it, it would have been a live ball, and the 7-man officiating team would have noticed it. It serves as a pass, a little swing pass. Very difficult receiver to bring down, and Noah Criswick.
Brock Sims had that last stop for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 7. Scranton Prep at the Berwick 49-yard line. Berwick showing blitz. They're coming with the corner, but they're going to the other side to Braden McParland. Flags fly. He has a big gain inside the 30, but this one may come back.
Yeah, tight end's going to be guilty of a hold, Jim. Sean McCormick had a hold of the Berwick defensive end. So in many cases, Berwick's just not in position to make the tackle. That time they, again, weren't in position to make the tackle because the defensive end could not free himself to play contained. So this one will come back right at the line of scrimmage. They'll march the hold from there.
They had the right call because Caleb May was coming on a blitz from his corner position from the left. They went in the opposite direction. Big gain, but it's coming back. Walk off to the Cavalier 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 15 for Scranton Prep with 5:14 remaining in this half. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Slot to the right side. McParland awaits the shotgun snap. He has it. He's going to option right. He's going to keep the football. He has running room. Breaks one tackle. Breaks another. Gets to the Berwick 46-yard line.
Tough runner. Showing option to the right. Pitchman's out there. You're worried about containing on the perimeter. You're worried about not letting the quarterback turn this into a sweep. Instead, he plants, goes back against the grain, turns it inside, and then breaks tackles along the way as he's running.
10 yards on the gain. 3rd down and 5. Scranton Prep at the Berwick 47. 3 receivers to the right. Kruzik, Kroom, and Mackey. McParland awaits the shotgun snap. He has it. Fakes toss. Keeps the football. He's buried back at the 47-yard line. Well, Berwick has not had an impact play in this first half until then. And J.J. Leonard led the way for that one.
Led the way, but he had a man flanking him on each side. Quarterback had nowhere to go. Quarterback got the football, delayed a moment, looking to the right, and then decided, I'm going left. It seemed like a designed little quarterback draw. But Berwick got through the gaps into the backfield, and they surrounded him. Best defensive play by Berwick throughout this first half.
4th and 7 from midfield. They have not given any indication of a punt just yet. They look like they're going to let the clock wind down and call a timeout. And that's what they do. 3:45 to go first half. Scranton Prep, 28, Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Got that Berwick Bulldog spirit? Go to Papa Lou's Place on Vine Street, 2 blocks from Crispin Field, where the Berwick Bulldogs games are on. And there's live music on the patio after each home game, with drink specials every Friday. And try their famous smash burgers, homemade pierogies, and broadster wings with a variety of homemade sauces. Nobody does Berwick High School football like Papa Lou's Place, where the beer is fresh, the food is amazing, and the service is top-notch. See their Facebook page for details and go to Papa Lou's Place to see what the buzz is about.
WLYC AM Williamsport, WHLM AM, WCFT HD3 Bloomsburg. 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Following their timeout, Scranton Prep going to kick it away. Owen Jeffers is back at the Cavaliers' 37-yard line. And Brady Cleaver back in single safety for Berwick. Now Ashton Smith will join him back there. First punt of this half. The Cavaliers, they had scored on all their previous possessions. The snap is a little high, but Jeffers pulls it down. The kick is very, very high. And it will take a good bounce for the Cavaliers. And it's inside the 10, and they'll down it down the 4-yard line. So that's where Berwick will put it in play with 3:35 to go in the half. Bulldogs trailing 28-0, and Berwick with their full complement of timeouts remaining. 47 yards and no return.
A wise man by the name of Doyle Dietz once told me when I was coaching, Andy, your guys got to catch the punts. I often didn't put people back. I feared fumbling it. That's one that probably should have been caught. You recognized how high it was. Someone needs to get under that, make the catch, and save the 10, 15 yards of the roll.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They move from our right to our left. Again, 3 timeouts remaining, 3:35 to go in the half, but a long way to go as they have it at their own 5-yard line. Ty Wilkerson is 1 yard deep in the end zone. The handoff to him. He tries the left side and almost got out of there as he's brought down about the 9-yard line. That was the first time we almost saw one of those patented long runs, but Will McParlin got him from behind. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6.
Brother Braden also in there, tripping him up, grabbing a toe. He'll get 3 yards, Jim, but as you mentioned, he was a step away from kicking out and getting to this left sideline.
2nd and 6, Bulldogs. Brady Cleaver out of the gun. Wilkerson to his left. Cleaver gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Looks for some running room, and he'll get only about a yard to the 10-yard line.
They just react so well, Jim. Blocking's there at the point of attack. He had the kick-out block. He ran inside of it. Everything's good. But, boy, the linebacker's just shuffling down, following the play, coming into position, limiting him, not able to go anywhere.
3rd and 5. Berwick at their own 10. Clock running, 2:27 remaining in this half. As Gabe Decker will line up as a tight end on the left. Berwick comes quickly to the line of scrimmage, and then the Bulldogs will use a timeout. 2:14 to go in the half, 28-0. Scranton Prep, you're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
3rd down and 5. Berwick following their timeout. They have it at their own 10-yard line. We have 2:14 to go in this opening half. And Scranton Prep leading Berwick by the score of 28-0. Stay with us at halftime. Chris Algar to bring us updated on all the other district championship games being played tonight.
Brady Cleaver back quarterbacking, came out for a play, Jim. This is a critical down. You really want the chains here.
Toss sweep right side. Ty Wilkerson looking for room, breaks free and gets the first down. Good effort by him. Defended well again by Scranton Prep, but Wilkerson is so strong. Andrew Dempsey finally made the stop, and Berwick has picked up the pace after the 10-yard gain. They're right to the line of scrimmage, the 20. Toss sweep left side. Ty Wilkerson looks for room and picks up 4, maybe 5 on the play.
Yeah, they need to pick it up if they want to get any points before the half goes. They're forced to use the 1 timeout. Only 2 remaining. Back into the huddle.
2nd down and 5. Berwick at the 25. Clock running, 1:40 to go in the half. Berwick will get the football to start this second half as Wilkerson goes in motion to the right side. And rolling to the right is Cleaver. And Cleaver turns the corner. And Cleaver reverses himself. And he's in big, big trouble inside the 5 to the 10. Hit hard at about the 13-yard line.
Hard to reverse, Jim. Young players often feel they can, especially if they have, the speed in their legs. While he's able to get around Anthony De Los Santos, the 265-pounder, he couldn't make it around the rest who were changing direction.
Timeout called. I didn't see which way the official pointed. With both hands, he's pointing to Scranton Prep with 1:07 to go in the half. We'll keep it here. The ball at the 14-yard line. So on that scramble, a loss of 11, and 3rd and very long for Berwick.
And Brady Cleaver, you can tell it had to be passed. There's no one in the backfield with him, and there'll be no deception on a running play where he often is able to make things happen. Rolling to the right, couldn't find the receivers open, didn't want to throw a second interception of the half. Decides to change direction, and you start saying, oh, no, you're not going to get out of there. Around the depth where the play started, he's about 12 yards deep. Anthony De Los Santos is in the area. He does get around him. But again, linebackers chasing the play from that backside after scooting to their left, scoot to the right, and they have the speed to make the play on him.
An interesting call for Berwick. You don't want to leave too much time on that clock for Scranton Prep to get the football. And you're not likely to get the first down. This is 3rd and a mile. As the call goes to Cleaver, back to throw, fires. Ball is
caught in the air by Caleb May, but out of bounds. In any case, it wasn't getting the chains, and going out of bounds would have stopped the clock. They'll call it incomplete, and that'll stop the clock, Jim. So, yeah, I think a running play might have been a little bit more in order there to let that clock run down, or at least force them to use whatever timeouts they have left.
So Prep has a timeout left, and they're going to get the football in great field position as Crum and Criswick are deep, and Caleb Yost back at his 1-yard line. Snap is there. Kick is away. It bounces in Berwick territory, then takes a good roll for the Bulldogs, and will roll dead just inside the Scranton Prep 40-yard line. And that's with 52.5 seconds to go. 45 yards on the punt, no return. So Bulldogs hoping to hang on here, get one stop, regroup, and they'll get the football to start the second half.
Yeah, pressure was put on that punter, Zach Skoblik. A nice effort, stretching out, almost getting a block.
Cavaliers, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. As they send 3 receivers to the far side. Will McPartland with his brother Braden to his left. Awaits the shotgun snap, and he has it. He's back to throw. Looking. Here comes the rush. Steps up into it. He's in the open field, and then he's brought down inside the 40-yard line. Berwick stayed with it. Brock Sims among the people in on the play from his linebacker position. Clock runs, 37 seconds, and Prep will use their final timeout. 28-0, they lead it. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at insureberwick.com and Lori Powell at loripowell.net.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Scranton Prep with no timeouts left. They face a second down and 12. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line. They lead Berwick 28-0. And there are 37.9 seconds remaining in this half.
Ashton Smith, good part of that tackle to catch the scrambling quarterback on the previous play as well, Jim.
Ashton and Brock Sims are at the linebacker spots as Will McParland back to throw, and he fires to the sideline and has Criswick. Criswick is brought down. Nice tackle in the open field by Gabe Decker.
They walk him off from his defensive end spot, and in many pass coverages, he's going to get the flat. He was there in the flat. Nice yardage on the play, but just short of the chains.
11 yards altogether. McParland back to throw. He's looking. He's going to be hemmed in. He's going to be tackled from behind at the 48-yard line. J.J. Leonard stayed with it and brought him down. 7.4 seconds to go. They'll hurry quickly to the line of scrimmage. Will they spike it? They will. So Scranton Prep not giving up on this half. They lead at 28-0. Could go in with that lead, but they're in Berwick territory at the 48, and they've got 2.7 seconds to go, and they've got some weapons, and McParland has a arm that can get it to the end zone.
Yeah, they got speed. They have this. It's also a nice time where you like to try a screen pass too, Jim. Berwick's tackling has not been up to its typical standard. Get someone in open field and see if you can weave your way on in.
Slot to the left, wide receiver right. Here we go. 2.7 seconds to go in the half. McParland back to throw. And Skylar Neville can't bring him down. He rolls right. He throws to the end zone. He's got a man there, and it is a touchdown on the last play of the half. A touchdown pass to Mackie Lynette from 49 yards out. Skylar Neville had McParland in his grasp. The quarterback got away and threw it to the end zone. There was a real battle in the end zone. In fact, the officials had to wait and see to make that call. Flag down on the play well after the play.
We'll decide what that's going to be.
Probably an unsportsmanlike.
Celebrating? We're against Berwick?
Started pointing toward it's unsportsmanlike against Berwick.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Half the distance to the goal. There's no time left on the clock, so there won't be a kick. I don't know what you do with this ruling. Jim, you mentioned Skylar.
Why would there be a kick?
Well, what's left on the clock? There'll be a PAT kick.
Yeah.
But all you can do is move that half the distance.
Yes.
You can't penalize it on a kickoff if you're at the end of the half. An amazing play, Jim. Neville had him, but I mentioned Berwick seemed to have people. They're close to people, and they just slide away. They pulled away. Quarterback's a strong fellow. He had him by the ankle. He stepped out of that, then heaved it deep. Now, Berwick can't give up its coverage because they think maybe there's going to be a sack or this play's developing too long. You still can't let people get behind you. They let that receiver, Mackie Lynette, get behind him. He waited for the football to come down to him. And while there was sort of a tied possession for a while, that's going to go to the offense.
So Bianchi will try for the extra point. So this game is going to be played in the mercy rule for the second half. High snap. Bianchi gets the kick up, and the kick is good. So the first half has come to an end with the score. Scranton Prep 35 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Berwick Football and Goat Rocks, PA.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding. Specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas. Now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What?
Huh? I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
Looking for convenient and reliable waste disposal? If you need residential, curbside pickup, or dumpster rentals, EcoFirst Logistics full-service trash service has you covered from Bloomsburg to Hazleton and surrounding areas. They're designed to make waste disposal easy, hassle-free, and eco-friendly, ensuring what can be saved is sorted out. EcoFirst Logistics also offers roll-off dumpsters for all your construction, demolition, and junk hauling needs. Visit them online or call EcoFirst Logistics, a proud supporter of the Berwick Bulldogs.
1, 2, 3. Now it's time for the Berwick Bulldogs halftime show on 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT.
Halftime from Crispin Field, Scranton Prep, shocking Berwick in this District 2 3A championship game. 35-0 is the score at the break as Prep took the opening kickoff, put together a 5-play, 70-yard drive, 7-yard touchdown run by Will McParland to end it. A 38-yard run by his brother, Braden McParland. Key play on the drive. Tyler Bianchi with the extra point. Scranton Prep led 7-0. Berwick got the ball to midfield, couldn't get the first down, elected to punt it away. Scranton Prep put together a 4-play, 67-yard scoring drive on their next possession. Will McPartland again finishes it with a 3-yard touchdown run. Tyler Bianchi with the extra point. Scranton Prep led 14-0. Then later in that first quarter, Berwick from punt formation, a bad snap led to Scranton Prep taking over at the 20-yard line. 2 plays is all it took. 18-yard screen pass to Braden McParland, and then Will McParland in for the score, and Scranton Prep led 21-0 after 1 quarter play. In the second quarter, A.J. Kroom intercepted Brady Cleaver. First interception of the season suffered by Brady as Kroom returned it to the Berwick 35-yard line. 3 plays later, Will McParland in from the 1 for the score. Tyler Bianchi with the extra point. Scranton Prep led 28-0. Then they had an opportunity to just play out that first half, but they wanted more. They called a timeout with 2.7 seconds to go, the ball around midfield. And then Will McPartland went back to throw. Looked like he was in the grasp of Skylar Neville. Broke free, threw it to the end zone, and there was Mackie Lynette for a 49-yard score with no time showing in the first half. Bianchi with the extra point makes it a mercy rule at the break. Scranton Prep 35 and Berwick 0. Stay with us. We'll have the stats with Andy Lickney. We'll have the scores with Chris Algard. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
In case you haven't noticed, it's that time of year when it gets chillier every day. Is your vehicle ready? Let MasterTech Auto Services of Berwick winterize your car and ensure your precious cargo stays safe. They have a great selection of brand name tires, and you can save 25% on mounting and balancing when you buy a set of 4. MasterTech Auto Services will do their best to get you in and out the same day. Schedule an appointment now at MasterTechAutoBerwick.com with Saturdays now available. Saving you money every step of the way. MasterTech Auto Services in Berwick.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about real estate. It's about community, trust, and finding the right fit for your future. And nobody knows Berwick like Mark Nespoli with eXp Realty. Mark's your neighbor, rooted right in Berwick, with a passion for helping people find their perfect home, which is why he's also a top producing agent nationwide. So when it's time for your next move, choose the agent who knows the Berwick market and the community inside and out. Mark Nespoli, eXp Realty. Visit the570realtor.com or visit at Mark Nespoli on Facebook. Mark Nespoli, Berwick's hometown realtor.
What's worse than being broken down on the side of the road, and who's going to fix it without disrupting your life and cash flow? Since 2023, Wolfie's Automotive, 435 Washington Street, Berwick, has been keeping drivers on the road with the best prices and the shortest lead times. From large and extensive repairs to routine oil changes and even auto detail, they are honest, dependable, and will have you back in business in no time. Wolfie's Automotive in Berwick, the local, trustworthy mechanic. Just see it for yourself.
Planning for the future doesn't have to be complicated. Attorney Nick Lutz of Cardinal Estate Planning in Berwick will guide you every step of the way. Whether it's protecting your assets, setting up a trust, or ensuring your family is cared for, Cardinal Estate Planning provides personalized solutions for you and your family's needs. Call or sign up on their website to attend a free educational workshop that will give you an understanding of the process and peace of mind knowing your legacy is in good hands. Visit them online at cardinalastate.planning.com. Let them help you plan for tomorrow today.
Looking for Berwick's hometown realtor? Meet Janae Kalarko of eXp Realty. She loves sports, family, friends, and helping you sell or buy your dream home. Janae works 24/7 to get you the best value and the perfect home. And she makes the process fun, stress-free, and full of good laughs. That's the Janae way. Call or text Janae Kalarko with eXp Realty today. And don't forget to follow her on TikTok and Instagram for tips and real estate updates. Janae Kalarko, eXp Realty, your hometown realtor who works hard and makes it fun.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Halftime from Crispin Field in Berwick, 28-0. Scranton Prep shocking Berwick here in this District 2 3A final. Andy, before we get to the stats, let's go back to that end of the half. I really feel that with 2.7 seconds to go and Prep leading 28-0, 99 out of 100 teams in that position would have gone in at halftime satisfied with that lead. But 99 out of 100 teams don't have Will McPartland.
No, and he's quite the talent, Jim. He's able to spend time in the pocket, get free from Skylar Neville, who has him by the ankle, step away, and then heave 55, 60 yards in the air. And Berwick I don't know if they gave up on the play, but somehow they let that receiver, Mackie Lynette, get behind them. He's kind of waiting for the ball to get to him. Oh, there was a fight for a football in the end zone, but, the offense wins those, and you get the touchdown. And, with 2 seconds, there's somewhat of a, well, why not? What's the worst going to happen? They're going to intercept it. But you're right. It was a bizarre finish to put them into the mercy rule. Let's take a look at the stats while we have them. It's lopsided, Jim. 321 yards being put up by Scranton Prep Cavaliers. Berwick mustering just 66. Berwick with a net of 68 positive yards on the ground, -2 in the passing game for their 66. Passing, they haven't tried that much. 2 of 5. 1 was intercepted, the only interception thrown by Brady Cleaver this year. and -2 in the airways. Everett Snyder took a screen pass, and they smelled it out. Caught him for 5 yards in the backfield on that. Alex Estrella, a 3-yard catch, so a net of -2 in the air. 68 on the ground, plus 83, -15 for the net of the 68. Ty Wilkerson, well, he's been the guy you try to go to. I do the same. 13 carries, 62 positive yards. He's been running tough, but Scranton Prep has a real nice game plan. They have good athletes to stop him, and they certainly have slowed him down. Beside Wilkerson, the team lost 4 on a fumbled play. Caleb May had a 20-yard run on a reversing action. Ashton Smith took 1 carry for 1 yard from the quarterback spot. And Brady Cleaver, 2 carries for -11. Ill-designed decision, ill-conceived decision in trying to reverse his field and get away from things. But it's been a tough game for just about every Berwick player. -11 on that. A net of 68 on the ground for Berwick, -2 in the air. Call it 66 yards. Compare that to the 321 yards in total offense Scranton Prep has been able to put up. They have 113 on the ground and 205 in the air. I have quarterback Will McParland as perfect, 7 of 7. He has 3 completes for 74 yards. His brother Braden McParkland, 3 for 85 yards to Noah Criswick. And he has a 49-yard touchdown that we just talked about to Mackie Lynette. So 205 yards on the air on 7 of 7 passes by quarterback Will McPartland. On the ground, Braden McPartland has 4 carries for 63 yards. They're blocking well. Berwick's not getting to the point of attack, not getting tacklers there. And the runners are just breaking through some arm tackles. Anthony Prince had him with 3 carries for 16 yards. Noah Criswick out of the backfield, 3 carries for 13. And then the quarterback, William McPartland, he has 8 carries for 21. 4 ball carriers, 18 carries, 113 on the ground, 205 in the air. Call it 321 in this dominating first half for Scranton Prep compared to Berwick's 66, Jim.
Andy, what do you think? Look into the mind of C.J. Curry at halftime. Of many things, obviously, but what do you think disappointed him the most?
Tackling. The tackling's just been horrific, and it's been team-wide. They have people in the area to make many, many tackles, and they're just not finishing or even starting on some. I watched the one punt return, man, Jim, and 2 guys looked like they weren't even trying. Sometimes you get people in the area, they reach an arm, they do this, they do that. But, you know, these guys, you're playing big-time competition. This is an elite team. Then you need elite effort, and you got to really, bear down when you go to tackle. You're not going to bring them down the way you do a 135-pounder running the ball. This is a quality team, and they're experienced, and they're playing well. But Berwick's just not tackling up the snuff. That would be my biggest disappointment.
And as far as Scranton Prep, our first look at them, Will McParland is as advertised. He's not the whole show, but he's a big part of it.
He certainly is. I didn't realize, 7 of 7 passing, and he's able to put those numbers up, mix them up. And, of course, his receivers run well after the catch when they don't have the free run to the end zone. He himself runs very well. He's out of the pocket. He buys himself time. Yeah, he's a star.
35-0 is the score at halftime. Scranton Prep over Berwick. For a look at other district championship games tonight, Chris Algard.
Yeah, Jim, we'll start at District 2 and 4, 6A, the sub-regional final. Wilkes-Barre area with a 28-7 lead over Williamsport at the half. District 2, 5A final. Abington Heights with a 24-17 lead in the second quarter. District 2, 4A final. North Pocono with a 20-0 lead over Dallas at half. District 2, 2A final, Lakeland with a 21-0 lead over Dunmore at the half. District 2 and 11, single A sub-regional final, Lackawanna Trail with a 28-14 lead over Tri-Valley at the half. District 4 single A final, Line Mountain Montgomery knotted at 7 at the half. District 4 2A semifinal, Southern Columbia a 34-0 lead over Bloomsburg at the half. Troy with a 34-13 lead over Warrior Run at the half as well. District 4 3A final, Mifflinburg 21-6 lead over Montoursville at the half. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game next week. District 4 4A final, Shamokin with a 16-0 lead over Jersey Shore at the half. That'll do it for the playoffs on the out-of-town scoreboard.
So we'll see how the Berwick Bulldogs come out in this second half. It's a situation where you're not likely to win the game, but I think you want some semblance of pride when you walk off this field tonight. Remember, there are 14 seniors for Berwick. They've already had senior night, but this is actually the final night that they'll play here at Crispin Field, and I'll be really disappointed if we don't see a better effort from the Bulldogs in the second half despite the score.
Yeah, Jim, there's a lot of things that happen psychologically, and, these are teenagers. You have yourself all pumped up. You've been beating your chest. You had an undefeated season. You waltz through the first round of the districts, and you come in saying, hey, we're going to be able to, take it to this team, match this team. We're Berwick. And then things just go haywire. They don't go the way you want. Before you know it, you're down 7-0. It's 14-0. You snap a ball over the punter's head, and it's 21-0. And you're not showing your best. And you get yourself down a little bit, and now you're not playing with that same 100% focus and energy. And as I mentioned, it affects your ability to tackle. And, hey, Scranton Prep's riding it. They're just taking it in the other direction. They're coming out, and everything's going well. So their play is going to be that much better. So it was a tough halftime. I'm not sure what I do as a coach. You're looking at seniors who are in their last game, and you want it to be, memorable in a better way, as you just mentioned. Play for the pride of that. And you're also looking at, what's going to be in store. Is there any springboard for next year? Any positives that you can take out of this? You certainly don't want to have a second half like this first half and really leave on a sour note. So, you'd like to see a strong second half by Berwick.
We'll see if we get that as time winding down. We're ready, just about ready for the start of the second half. Again, this Scranton Prep team came in with a 6-5 record. We say, well, how good could they be? Well, Will McPartland, who was so good in that first half, has been so good all season long, was injured and did not play the start of this season. So they lose their opener to Valley View. Then they play two powerhouses from out of state, Loyola, Blakefield from Maryland, and Canisius from Buffalo, New York, lose both of them. Then they get McParland back and win a wild one against Delaware Valley, 49-44. And since then, they've been a very, very good football team. Their only losses, 2 points to Abington Heights, a team that's in the District 2 5A final tonight. And then a 3-point loss to North Pocono, a team that's unbeaten coming into tonight, into the 4A final. And I think they got some people's attention when they beat Jersey Shore 51-19. Nobody beats Jersey Shore 51-19. So
got my attention with that one.
So this team has it going.
No, it's talented. It's well coached. They have a real nice offensive system. I'm impressed defensively on how they're able to slow down Ty Wilkerson, Jim. I think they're taking one of their key players in Will McParland, who's normally a safety, but he was an all-state defender last year. And I think they're using him as a bit of a shadow in a way. And they may be shadowing not so much Ty Wilkerson, but the guys who block for him in that power mode, like Everett Snyder. And he'll take them to the play. Their linebackers shuffle very well. Their linebackers don't get blocked. And I think that's a credit to the system. I think the defensive tackles and defensive end in this four-man front, their job is to crash into your guy and get the stalemate. Move left or right if you can. If he's coming your way, tighten the hole. But keep the linebackers free. And that's a good way to play defense. A lot of quality teams do that because the linebackers shuffle very well left and right and seem to get to the plays. And, again, they have that shadow in the secondary and Will McPartland. And they've been, defending Ty Wilkerson's running game very well. Here's that 15-yard penalty we saw at the end of the half coming on this second half kickoff, Jim.
So Scranton Prep will kick off from the Berwick 45-yard line. The Bulldogs will move from our right to our left in this second half. Again, it'll be played in the mercy rule mode. 35-0. Scranton Prep leads. The second half is underway. Bianchi's kick is a line drive that goes beyond the end zone, and Berwick will take it over at their own 20-yard lines. Bulldogs try to get something going on offense to start this second half.
Yeah, strategically, when I see a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff and you're cross midfield kicking, I always think it's a good time to onside kick. But I think the fact that they have the 35-point spread and into the mercy rule, I think sportsmanship, they decided, let's kick it through the end zone.
So Bulldogs 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And we see McMillan in there as offensive lineman as Ty Wilkerson gets the call straight ahead, still on his feet. Great effort by Ty as he gets over the 30 for a first down.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, Jim. I think it was a great effort by the offensive line to open the seam. He ran a basic vanilla play through the A-gap on the right side, and there was no one to stop him till he hit the secondary.
So give 11 yards to Ty Wilkerson on his first carry of the second half, and Berwick with a first down at their own 31-yard line as they lined up 5 across in the backfield. Then they shift, double tight end alignment, offset I behind Brady Cleaver, who's under center. Gives it to Wilkerson, looking for some room off the right side. He'll get just to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. As Sean McCormick makes the stop from his defensive end position.
Yeah, he came on down, but the stop was made by the defensive linemen and the linebackers who hit the initial A-gap where he wanted to run. Defensive end sees he has nowhere to go. He's able just to slide down the line and give him a hug and pull him down.
2nd down and 10. Bulldogs at their 31. We're just underway here in the second half. Again, double tight end alignment. Brady Cleaver will operate out of the gun. Ty Wilkerson to his right. Cleaver fakes handoff, keeps the football himself, and will get just a couple to about the 33-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
I like the way the defense has been schooled, Jim. While they are keying on Ty Wilkerson and they react to him play side. Backside stays and watches for counter, and they're very aware that Brady Cleaver can run with that football on such counters. They'll keep him just a yard there.
3rd down and 7. Berwick at their own 33-yard line. Wilkerson will line up on a wing to the left side. Cleaver under center. Wilkerson in motion, takes the handoff, and then he gives the ball off to Caleb May, and Scranton prep is all over the play. They won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Mackie Lynette, who caught that touchdown the last play of the first half, plays defense as well and plays it very well there.
Caleb May had a 20-yard gain in the first half on such a run. And even with the deception of Ty Wilkerson, that reversing action is played well this time by Mackie LeMay.
4th and 9. For Berwick, and the punt team is not out there. Cleaver out of the gun. Has the snap, rolls right, looks to throw, fires and throws it behind a man who is open at the 39-yard line. He had Gabe Decker. Probably would have been a first down, but the pass went behind him. And Scranton Prep will take over at the Berwick 33 for their first possession of the second half. 8:58 remaining in the quarter, and the Cavaliers lead the Bulldogs 35-0.
Jim, I'd have punted. It is a little hard. You know, it's that never say die. We can still win this. We're going to have to take the risks. But it's such a high risk, and you're giving this team this ball here. I would have punted it.
Will McPartland looks to the sideline, then gets ready for the shotgun snap. Double tight end alignment. He's back to throw. Big pass rush, steps up into it. Gets away. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. Cut down in the open field at the 15-yard line.
They lost contain. Well, it wasn't much contain as they didn't hold their passing lanes. I think Berwick is trying to overplay so hard to get the sack. The defensive end came way around, and that really opened up sort of the seam between him and the defensive tackle on the left side. Quarterback dances a little bit, sees that, and then really hits it with the run.
17 yards on the carry by Will McPartland. And Scranton Prep, their first possession of the second half at the Berwick 15-yard line. The Cavaliers move from our left to our right. McParland back to throw, fires, has a man open inside the 10 and inside the 5 and down to the 1-yard line.
Braden McParland, the brother, is the receiver again, his fourth catch of the game. And again, he's proven very hard to bring down, Jim. He catches it around the 5 and dances, able to elude 3 people. They finally bring him down at the 1.
So, Scranton Prep, first and goal after the 14-yard pickup there. 1 yard away from adding to their big lead as we go under 7 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
They've enjoyed quarterback student body. Wide side is to the right, but they have the formation, the wide side is to the left, formation to the right.
Will McParland has 3 rushing touchdowns, trying to make it 4 as he gets outside right. Flags flies. He does get in the end zone. We'll check the flag.
Near where the play was being run, was there a hold in there? Yes, there was. So instead of the ball on the 1 yard line, you're going to move it on back. That's a break for Berwick.
McParland's a really good running quarterback and has great patience.
Yeah, he has 4 people in front of him, and you can tell that they run that play a lot over the course of the year. It's a good red zone play for them with his ability to read. He'll get behind the 4 different blockers that he has. He'll wait. He'll see where does the little seam open. He doesn't need much just to gain the yard, but the hold will negate that play.
Back to the 11-yard line. First down and goal from the 11. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. McParland, quick hitter to his brother Braden. Braden trying to get in the end zone, and he is stopped just short by Brock Sims.
I thought he fought his way in, Jim, but the linesman going to say that Brock Sims stopped him just short. Good passing connection. Not able to cover Braden McParland, and his brother Wilt able to hit him right there at the goal, made up to 10 yards, the penalty.
Inside the Berwick 1 yard line. See if Will McParland calls his own number from here.
Formations to the left. Watch the student body in that direction. Yep.
There he goes. Then he cuts it inside and gets into the end zone for the score. Will McParland in from 1 yard out.
It's kind of easy. You telegraph with all your power backs where you'd like to run it, and the option is certainly there. But as he starts in that direction, he sees an easy lane on the inside as people overplay the sweeping action, and he takes it in standing.
I hope Mifflinburg doesn't get cocky playing a team that has 5 losses.
No, this is one very good football team, Jim.
Yankee has been perfect on extra points tonight. Will attempt it.
It's that pink shoe on his left foot.
That's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's doing it.
Talk to Caleb Yost about that.
4 rushing touchdowns tonight for Will McPartland. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 5:50 to go in the third. 42-0 Scranton Prep. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks, PA.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter in this District 2 3A championship game dominated by the Cavaliers of Scranton Prep. They're going for their 5th straight district title. And they're looking like they're going to play Mifflinburg next week. Mifflinburg leading Montoursville 28-6. 6 minutes to go in the third in that District 4 3A final. Bianchi will kick it off. 4 rushing touchdowns for Will McParland, their dual threat quarterback, as he now has 14 on the season, despite missing the first 3 games. Kick comes up very, very short. One of the up at the 16-yard line, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Everett Snyder with a good return to the 43-yard line. And he shows some spirit.
He always does, Jim. I believe Tyler Bianchi, the kicker, eventually chased his own kick and had to catch him in the numbers with Everett Snyder's helmet running through him. No, he got it up short, and you can see he wanted that football, and he exploded up that right hash. It's an inspiring play.
There is a flag down on the play as Everett's return was to the 44-yard line. And a walk-off after that. Personal foul against Scranton Prep. So Berwick will get it with their best field position of this game, as it will take it to the Bulldogs' 29-yard line. And boy, Berwick desperate for some kind of spark. They may have just gotten it from Everett Snyder.
It sparked me up, Jim. Got me pumped.
The officials stop play. Timeout called by Scranton Prep. 5:25 to go in the third. 42-0 is the Prep lead. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks PA.
In case you haven't noticed, it's that time of year when it gets chillier every day. Is your vehicle ready? Let Master Tech Auto Services of Berwick winterize your car and ensure your precious cargo stays safe. They have a great selection of brand name tires, and you can save 25% on mounting and balancing when you buy a set of 4. Master Tech Auto Services will do their best to get you in and out the same day. Schedule an appointment now at MasterTechAutoBerwick.com with Saturdays now available. Saving you money every step of the way. Master Tech Auto Services in Berwick.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Good kick return by Everett Snyder, and 15 yards for a personal foul tacked on, and Berwick has their best field position of the game. First down, Bulldogs at the Cavalier 29-yard line.
Not a bad time for timeout for the Cavaliers, Jim. Berwick get back into game with a motivating type of play, and then the penalty. Coach wants to calm
out
them
of the
down.
Wildcat. The snap goes to Ty Wilkerson, and Wilkerson off the left side powers to the 19-yard line.
Yeah. Nothing fancy with it, just running hard. Wilkerson coming over. I don't know if he needs a mouthpiece, just wants to talk to the coach, get something straightened out. Didn't move the chain, so call it a 9-yard gain.
2nd and 1, Berwick. Moving from our right to our left. They have it at the Scranton Prep 20. Out of the Wildcat again, this time off the right side, and Ty Wilkerson picks up close to 5 to the 15-yard line.
Yep, I think they want him to get it, see his hole, and be able to attack his hole, so the Wildcat works well. He's been running to the sideline to get the play, and that he's sort of the quarterback in the Wildcat, and he's the one making the huddle call. So there he ran back to Coach Curry again and running back in the huddle.
They mark it at the 16-yard line, so 4 yards on the pickup, again out of the Wildcat. Ty has the snap, tries the left side, looking for some room, not much there. He gets to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, just a couple off the left side. They like the notion. The team is pumped up and motivated after Everett Snyder's enthusiastic return and then the penalty. So you'd like to power it with Ty Wilkerson, but that's been 3-4 runs in a row. Do they vary it?
2nd down and 7 from the 13. Wilkerson gives straight ahead to Caleb May, and he gets to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line.
Yeah, a little change up. People keying on Ty Wilkerson, but it's a pretty easy read. He's taking the shotgun snap, putting it in May's belly, and you can see there was no deception after that. So trying to run it on in with a little different look.
3rd down and about 4. Bulldogs at the Cavalier 10. Ashton Smith is in the lineup, but he is a wide receiver to the right side. Again, the Wildcat. Again, it's Wilkerson off the right side, and he's in for the touchdown. 10 yards for Ty Wilkerson, his 40th touchdown of the season.
Give him 99 yards on the game, Jim. Quarterback faking to the running back outside. That's the zone read from Wildcat. He then pulls it in, takes himself to the C gap on the right side. Flag on the play. They're talking about it, but they have it on the 3-yard stripe, ready for the kick. Give us a signal here, John Basic. Unsportsmanlike against Scranton Prep. We'll see that on the kickoff. Oh, or was it both ways?
It was not unsportsmanlike. Personal foul both ways.
A little pushing and shoving afterwards. Good strong run by Ty Wilkerson, and I like the design of the play. They haven't shown that zone read throughout the year, especially not from Wildcat. Worked very effectively.
And now Caleb Yost will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Ashton Smith. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 3:11 to go in the third. Scranton Prep 42, Berwick 7. You're listening to Bulldogs football and Go Rocks, PA.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Berwick's on the board for the first time in this game. It started with a spirited kick return by Everett Snyder. Personal foul added on to that. The Bulldogs took it over at the 29-yard line, put together a 5-play scoring drive. Ty Wilkerson in from the 10-yard line for the score. His 40th rushing touchdown of the season. He adds to his school record in that department.
Yes, he does. And, can't remember him ever having less than 100 yards in a game, Jim. In fact, I don't remember having less than 200 in a game. 1 yard shy of that right now by my count. Is Berwick looking at an onside kick? I believe they are.
Caleb Yost will try it, takes a big hop, and goes right in the arms of a Cavalier at the 49-yard line. So Caleb Rutkowski and Scranton Prep will take over. Actually, there was a game in which Ty had under 200. It was the opening game of the season against Lake Lehman. He had 121 in that one, and then after that, it's been a record-setting pace for him.
Credit to Scranton Prep, Jim. They really came ready to play. Very talented squad, well coached. Expect to see them progress in the state playoff run.
They have the football at midfield, and they have some subs in as the carry goes to the 46-yard line. That snap from quarterback was by Oliver Swingle.
Caleb Rutkowski, who recovered the onside kick, was the runner. He'll gain about 4.
Second down and 6. So with the state playoffs looming ahead for these Cavaliers, they have got their starters out of there offensively as they now have it at the Berwick 46-yard line.
Looks like a revamped offensive line too, Jim.
Swingle awaits the shotgun snap. Gives the ball off, a run off the left side by Prince, and he will get only to about the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs defended it well. Prince is one of the regulars in the backfield, but just his 4th carry of the game. I think they want to exercise him a little bit, keep him running in rhythm.
3rd and 8, Scranton Prep at the Berwick 48-yard line. See if they'll allow Swingle to put it in the air. He's got a slot to the right, wide receiver left. Berwick showing blitz. Swingle back to throw. They set up a screen to the far side. They have a man over midfield and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line as the pass was complete to Jackson Silfrey. He's a tight end. There is a flag down on the play.
Jackson Silfrey would be his first catch of the year if it happens to stand, Jim. It's a team that likes to work with screen passes. Oliver Swingle has thrown 38 passes on the year, completed 22 of them for 319 yards. So he's got a lot of action in the second half of games and perhaps in that first 3 games when quarterback Will McPartland was overcoming injury.
So the mark-off will go against the Cavaliers back to their 43-yard line. It'll be third down at about 18. Perhaps the last play of this third quarter. Oliver Swingle awaiting the shotgun snap. Has it. Back to throw. Gets the pass off, and it's incomplete. Intended for Anthony Prince. Went just beyond his reach. Gabe Decker shaken up on the play as he hops off to the sideline.
Quarter's going to end, Jim.
So that will do it. 3 of the books here in this district championship game. Scranton Prep 42, Berwick 7. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Ready to tackle your financial goals? First Keystone Community Bank invites you to play smart with your savings. Lock in a 182-day CD at 4.25% annual percentage yield to enjoy the winning combination of security, high interest, and short-term convenience. Go for the goal with a First Keystone Community Bank CD. For more information, visit fkc.bank. Minimum balance to earn annual percentage yield is $5,000. Terms apply. Member FDIC.
Chapin Oil in Escapec has been keeping your families warm and comfortable for generations. But Chapin Oil is much more than just heating oil. You'll also find a full-service gas station with ethanol-free fuel, plus a cozy coffee shop serving up the best lattes and espresso, and fresh-baked treats and donuts every day. Stop by, grab a treat, and say hello to your friends at Chapin Oil in Escapec, proud supporters of the Berwick Bulldogs.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
4th down and 17 for Scranton Prep. As we start the fourth quarter, they have at their own 43-yard line. Owen Jeffers back to punt. Gets the snap, gets the kick away. It'll be Brady Cleaver from the Berwick 26 to the 30 and out near the 39-yard line. Pretty good return and pretty good field position for the Bulldogs, who trail 42-7 just underway. 35 yards of the punt, 14-yard return by Brady Cleaver.
Cleaver talking to one of the Scranton Prep players out there. He's going to huddle on the sideline, Jim, but I've been watching him sort of rotate his arm like he has a shoulder that's sore. We saw Ty Wilkerson doing a lot from the Wildcat. Will Cleaver be quarterbacking? Yes, he will.
Just underway here in the fourth. Berwick moving from our left to our right with a first down. Bulldogs at their 39. Wide receiver to the right, I formation. Everett Snyder, the fullback. The call goes to tailback. Ty Wilkerson, and Wilkerson straight ahead over midfield to a first down at the Scranton Prep 49-yard line.
Yeah, powering straight ahead in the A-gap off the right side. He gets his momentum going, and while people come up to put a shoulder into him, he just keeps driving and driving. Give him a 12-yard game, and there's that 100-yard game for him now.
Grayson Simpson made that stop for the Cavaliers, who have substituted on defense as well. Again, the I formation. Off the left side, Ty Wilkerson following the blocking of Everett Snyder, and he gets about 4 to the 46. Flags fly in the secondary, I believe.
Been getting a little bit chippy, Jim. You know, Berwick could be frustrated. Some of these newcomers may not want to take any John or pushing on the Scranton Prep defense. Tough time as a coach, Jim. You know, Berwick normally in a regular season game would be subbing at about this point. But you also have your seniors who are going to have their last minutes in this Berwick uniform and on this field, and you'd like to let them, have their moment. Let them finish it out.
Personal foul against Berwick. So the mark-off against the Bulldogs is we are in the mercy rule, so that clock continues to run, even with the penalty call. 9:40 remaining in the game. Obviously a very disappointing ending to a terrific Berwick season. One of the great turnarounds in program history from a 4-7 record a year ago, playing practically the exact same schedule and going unbeaten to this point. as the ball back at the Bulldogs' 39-yard line, second down and long. Cleaver gives the ball to Wilkerson, tries to get outside right. Wilkerson straight arms one man and then gets out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it, somewhere around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, mark it down, Jim. I have him with 111 yards prior to that carry. We'll see what he can do to finish this one up.
Put 11 on that as he gets to midfield. Third down and 10. Bulldogs from midfield.
Ty Wilkerson looked a little fatigued on that run to me. It's been a long game, and of course the mental anguish plays on you as well.
From midfield, Brady Cleaver under center. Play action. Back to throw. Looking long downfield and underthrows his man, and it's intercepted at the 20-yard line. It was intended for Caleb May and Jacob Brawell on the interception for Scranton Prep. Second interception suffered by Brady Cleaver tonight. First two of the entire season for the ninth grader.
Yeah, somewhat desperation throwing. You're trying to get Caleb May down deep. Couldn't quite reach him with the throw. The defense is backpedaling, anticipating the pass. So they're in much better position for the interception.
So Scranton Prep with the football at their own 20-yard line. They move from our right to our left in this final period. Terry Gallagher has done a tremendous job as the head coach of the Cavaliers. Has his subs in there. Berwick showing blitz. Run straight ahead, and they'll lose a yard or two. Terry Gallagher was on the staff when these teams met last back in 2015. He was an assistant coach to Nick Donato. And what a job he's done. He's in his 10th season. 101-23, his record coming into this one tonight. And they are about to win their 5th consecutive district championship. And despite that great schedule in the early going, sure they must have felt a little discouraged starting the season 0-3, but they've really picked up the pace as the call goes off the right side as the carry was by Sal Tallarico. He gets his first carry of the night.
First carry of the season, I believe, Jim. They run him out of bounds for a loss of 1.
So it's third down and 11 for the Cavaliers at the 19-yard line.
Swingle has passed on the course of the year, 22 of 39, 319 yards. Of course, all fresh receivers are in for him in this passing down.
3 of those receivers out to the left. Swingle rates the shotgun snap, and he has it. He's back to throw and looking long down the far side, incomplete. Good coverage downfield by Caleb May as pass intended for Ricky Dewey. And so fourth down, punting situation for the Cavaliers.
Actually, they snuck Owen Jeffers in there, Jim, to do the quarterbacking. That was his pass, and now he'll be back to punt.
Brady Cleaver back in single safety for Berwick. Sam Strish comes on this special team situation. Punter Jeffers, who just threw that pass, is back at his 6-yard line to do the punting.
Getting a lot of high snaps. Good thing he's tall. Another one.
Gets that one, gets the kick away. Not particularly long, very, very high. And Brady Cleaver will let it roll. Takes a good roll where Prep is concerned and goes to the Berwick 42-yard line. So 36 yards on the punt, no return. Perhaps Berwick's last possession of the game, last possession of the season, and last possession for these seniors playing their final game in Bulldog uniforms.
Yeah, and I think it's a nice gesture on the part of C.J. Curry to let a lot of his seniors stay in for this moment. I have Ty Wilkerson with 122 yards on the game. I think he's still in that huddle.
It's just been an amazing career for him. When you look at those yards which are a good performance for the average running back. He is far from the average running back as he lines up to the right of Brady Cleaver, who awaits the shotgun snap. Two blocking backs to the right. From the 43, Ty gets the call off the left side, and he has the first down along that Scranton Prep sideline.
Give him 10 yards on that. 21 carries, 132 yards. I think it was appropriate that he's following Everett Snyder down the sideline, his lead back through most of his career. Often getting the key blocks that were able to spring him. It's his escort on that carry.
12 yards to the Scranton Prep 45-yard line with 3:40 remaining in the game. As Cleaver out of the gun. Gives the ball to Wilkerson, straight up the middle, and takes it outside, gets all the way to the 33-yard line, picks up another first down. And now here are 4 subs coming on for Berwick. And I assume some of these senior standouts will come out. Ashton Smith, one of them, although he may stay on the field.
Might see some of the seniors who don't normally play get an opportunity to get out there on the field for the final minutes.
Ty Wilkerson has just come off the field. It's unfortunate that the remaining fans didn't recognize that, as Berwick from the 33. Connor Roberts gets the call, tries the right side, is inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. More subs coming on for the Bulldogs. Those linemen who have had such a terrific season, they'll be coming out of there. Mike Perry, Nico Lonzinski, J.J. Leonard. What a tremendous season he has had.
You know, you have a Ty Wilkerson, yet you can make an argument. Is J.J. Leonard an MVP on this team? He certainly is an MVP. What a player.
Yeah, came into the game, especially on the defensive side. 23 tackles for a loss coming in this game, as Connor Roberts gets the call off the left side. And Connor will get inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line.
Runs top. We've seen him a good bit on defense as well. One of the promising players for next year's team.
Sawyer Keller comes into the Berwick lineup. Sam Strish comes in as well. Clock running 1:39. It's all remains in the game. And all remains in the career of this Berwick senior class, 14 altogether, who put together a memorable season and a memorable turnaround. Just wasn't their night tonight.
No.
They ran into a buzzsaw. Cleaver under center.
Ashton Smith with the carry.
Straight ahead. Gets to about the 20-yard line.
He loves the contact, Jim. Been an integral part of this team, although you say what position, almost at every position. Offense, defense, specialty teams, you name it, he could do it.
Yeah, someday I'm going to sit down and try to count all the positions that he's played on this team, because, you know, I've been doing this for over 50 years. I can't remember a player who has played more.
Because he wants to play, Jim. He wants to. He has a command of all of the different offensive positions, willing to play anywhere. In defense, we can get out there and hit. Likeable fella.
From the 19, Berwick's lineman on the left guard position jumps offside, so it'll be a 5-yard walk-off. Perhaps the last play of this game coming. Stay with us for the post-game show. Chris Algard will bring us updated on the other district championship games tonight in our final Bulldogs broadcast of the season. And Andy will have the stats as well. Not sure we'll get another play here as Berwick coming to the sidelines. That clock winding down. Disappointing ending to a terrific season here tonight, as the teams will meet to the center of the field. The final score, Scranton Prep 42, Berwick 7. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about real estate. It's about community, trust, and finding the right fit for your future. And nobody knows Berwick like Mark Nespoli with eXp Realty. Mark's your neighbor, rooted right in Berwick, with a passion for helping people find their perfect home, which is why he's also a top producing agent nationwide. So when it's time for your next move, choose the agent who knows the Berwick market and the community inside and out. Mark Nespoli, eXp Realty. Visit the570realtor.com or visit at Mark Nespoli on Facebook. Mark Nespoli, Berwick's hometown realtor.
Ready to tackle your financial goals? First Keystone Community Bank invites you to play smart with your savings. Lock in a 182-day CD at 4.25% annual percentage yield to enjoy the winning combination of security, high interest, and short-term convenience. Go for the goal with a First Keystone Community Bank CD. For more information, visit fkc.bank. Minimum balance to earn annual percentage yield is $5,000. Terms apply. Member FDIC.
Are your appliances feeling a little bit outdated? You're looking for the best deals in town? Well, look no further than Flick Brothers Electric, your go-to family-owned appliance paradise. Flick Brothers Electric has all the top-notch name-brand appliances you could ever dream of. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwave stoves. They even give free estimates on Fujitsu ductless air conditioner heat pump units. Flick Brothers Electric on Maple Lane, keeping Bloomsburg cool, clean, and cooking for over 65 years. Call them at 570-784-3444.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
Hello, friends and neighbors. I'm Taylor Farr, commercial lender here at Journey Bank. For more than 125 years, we've stood beside our neighbors, not just for today, but for what matters tomorrow. Whether you're exploring new opportunities or planning life's next big steps, our local team is here with honest advice, real conversations, and support you can trust. No pressure, just people who care. Stop in or call any of our 22 locations, and let's see how we can help. Journey Bank, invested in what matters most. Invested in you. Member FDIC.
Journey Bank.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Cavaliers of Scranton Prep about to receive their district medals as they win it convincingly here tonight over Berwick, 42-7. Right off the opening kickoff, they put together a 5-play, 70-yard scoring drive. Will McPartland, their dual-threat quarterback, in from 7 yards out. His brother Aiden McPartland had a 38-yard run along the way. Tyler Bianchi with the extra point. Scranton Prep led 7-0. They scored on their second possession as well. 4 plays, 67 yards. Will McPartland in from 3 yards out. Tyler Bianchi with the extra point. 14-0 Cavaliers. 4:19 to go in the first. And then Berwick on a punting situation. Bad snap led to Scranton Prep taking over at the Berwick 20-yard line. They scored in just 2 plays. And that touchdown came on an 18-yard screen pass from Will McPartland to Braden McPartland. Bianchi again with the extra point. 21-0 Cavaliers after 1 quarter play. In the second quarter, Berwick's Brady Cleaver suffered the first interception of his on the season. A.J. Kroom got it and took it to the Berwick 35-yard line. 3 plays later, the Cavaliers were in. Another short touchdown run by Will McPartland. And then with just 2.7 seconds to go in the half, and Scranton Prep in possession at midfield, they called a timeout. And it paid off as Will McPartland went back to throw, avoided a sack, threw it into the end zone where Mackie Lynette caught it for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. Tyler Bianchi kicked the extra point. That put it in the mercy rule mode, 35-0 Prep at the half. They added to that lead in the third quarter as Berwick went for it, fourth down. They took over at the Bulldog 32-yard line, put together a 5-play scoring drive. Will McParland in from 1 yard out. Tyler Bianca with the extra point, 42-0 Prep. Berwick finally got on the board in that third quarter. A spirited kick return by Everett Snyder, and a personal foul tacked on gave Berwick the ball at the Prep 29-yard line. 5 plays later, Ty Wilkerson put a cap on his tremendous career. 10-yard touchdown run, his record 40th of the season. Caleb Yost with the extra point. There was no scoring in the fourth quarter. The final Scranton Prep 42 and Berwick 7. Stats in tonight's game and scores of other games when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks PA.
What's worse than being broken down on the side of the road, and who's going to fix it without disrupting your life and cash flow? Since 2023, Wolfie's Automotive, 435 Washington Street, Berwick, has been keeping drivers on the road with the best prices and the shortest lead times. From large and extensive repairs to routine oil changes and even auto detail, they are honest, dependable, and will have you back in business in no time. Wolfie's Automotive in Berwick, the local, trustworthy mechanic. Just see it for yourself.
Did you inherit an estate, or did you recently buy real estate that needs to be cleaned out? J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Berwick is the easiest and the fastest when it comes to big clean-outs. They'll also clean out your attic, basement, or garage. Wherever you've got junk, call J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling today at 844-GET-JDOG and get your job done the military way with respect, integrity, and trust. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is proudly veteran-owned and operated.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams.
Got that Berwick Bulldog spirit? Go to Papa Lou's Place on Vine Street, 2 blocks from Crispin Field, where the Berwick Bulldogs games are on. And there's live music on the patio after each home game, with drink specials every Friday, and try their famous smash burgers, homemade pierogies, and broadster wings with a variety of homemade sauces. Nobody does Berwick High School football like Papa Lou's Place, where the beer is fresh, the food is amazing, and the service is top-notch. See their Facebook page for details and go to Papa Lou's Place to see what the buzz is about.
Do you suffer from tired, achy, heavy legs? Are you looking to elevate your performance and style? Discover the perfect fusion of fashion and function at the Compression Shop of Berwick. If you're looking for medical or athletic compression wear, if you're looking to power through your workday, or you're looking to recover post-workout, the Compression Shop has personalized consultations, and most of the products are try before you buy. All military get 10% off every day. The Compression Shop Berwick, West Front Street. Check out their Facebook page.
Looking for Berwick's hometown realtor? Meet Janae Calarco of eXp Realty. She loves sports, family, friends, and helping you sell or buy your dream home. Janae works 24/7 to get you the best value and the perfect home. And she makes the process fun, stress-free, and full of good laughs. That's the Janae way. Call or text Janae Calarco with eXp Realty today. And don't forget to follow her on TikTok and Instagram for tips and real estate updates. Janae Calarco, eXp Realty, your hometown realtor who works hard and makes it fun.
WLYC AM Williamsport, WHLM AM, WCFT HD3 Bloomsburg. 102, 104, and 107, The GOAT, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Scranton Prep remains the champions of District 2 3A, their 5th consecutive district title, and they do it in convincing fashion here at Crispin Field tonight over the Bulldogs, 42-7. The stats in tonight's game, Andy Ulick.
Yeah, convincing as you said, Jim. Berwick ran into a buzzsaw. This team was really ready to play, had the game plan that could slow down Ty Wilkerson, had an offense that was ready to put up points. In total offense, I have them with 361 yards. I had Berwick with 162. For Scranton Prep, 23 rushes, 129 yards. Passing, the team was 9 of 11 for 232. But one incomplete was thrown by Oliver Swingle, coming in as a reserve, and one thrown by the punter. Owen Jeffers played quarterback. I have the quarterback who started the game, Will McFarland, as a perfect 9 of 9 for all 232 yards. Among the leading receivers is brother Braden McFarland. He had 5 catches for 98 yards. Noah Criswick, he jumps in with 3 catches for 85. And Mackie Lynette, a 49-yarder. All but 2 of the passes coming in the first half of the game. In the running game, 23 rushes, 129 yards. The most impressive runner is the quarterback, Will McPartland. I don't know how many touchdowns. I think we counted 4 up, as they really like him in the red zone on student body actions. 10 carries, 39 yards for him. His brother Braden McPartland will have bragging rights. He had 4 carries for 63 yards total in this game. Anthony Prince, 4 carries for 12. Caleb Rutkowski, 2 for 3. Nick Criswick, he had 2 carries for 13. Sal Talarico took one toward the end of the game and lost 1 yard. So 129 on the ground, 232 in the air, a total of 361 yards for the victorious Scranton Prep Cavaliers, who really had their game on tonight. For Berwick, 162, the passing game just didn't do it. 2 of 7, 2 balls were intercepted, and minus 3 yards in the air. Everett Snyder caught a potential screen and lost 5 yards on that. Alex Estrella caught a 3-yard pass. So just not much in the airways. On the ground for Berwick, 33 rushes, 165. Brady Cleaver had nowhere to run, 3 rushes, minus 9 at quarterback. Ashton Smith pumps in 2 carries for minus 4. The team lost 4 yards on a fumble. Connor Roberts at the end of the game, 2 carries for 12. And now we'll look at Tymere Wilkerson. In this game, disappointing for him. He normally does much better, but he faced a buzzsaw in Scranton Prep's defense. They really had a good game plan to slow him down. Kept people off the linebackers who shuffled to get him. Keyed on him with people in the secondary, including quarterback Will McPartland, who's an all-state defender. But he still finishes the game with 22 carries, 148 yards for Ty Wilkerson. On the season, that single-season record just extends to 2,847 yards, one for the record books. On his career, if I added it up right, and if my tallies in this game are as accurate as the newspapers should have them, on his career, 4,302 yards for Ty Wilkerson. Jim, you know, this one leaves that sour taste in your mouth, and it's hard to get over it, but you just didn't have your game today. Scranton Prep came in and really played well. But on the season, what a season.
It was.
Undefeated after last year, undefeated. You win the first round of districts. Players that are very memorable players. You'll miss all these seniors. But, boy, you have nice underclassmen coming up, and it bodes well for next year.
I expected improvement in year 2 under C.J. Curry. I didn't expect an unbeaten regular season.
No.
That's what we got. And I have one more stat, Andy, that you don't have. Now, this is a season stat. It's not it wasn't tonight. But mistakes made by Jim Doyle during the course of the whole season in these broadcasts, 138. Mistakes made by Ashlyn Walshaw, 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I only say 2 because no, it's perfect. I don't even remember 2. Ashlyn, great job.
Great job,
really appreciate
it. As
it.
always. And how about the help from Chris Asgard? What an intern. We want him back.
Yeah, maybe he'll pronounce his name right next time. Okay, it's a convincing win here for Scranton Prep over Berwick. Other championship games tonight. Chris Algard.
Yeah, Jim, taking a look, we'll start at District 2 and 4A, the 6A sub-regional final. Wilkes-Barre area with a 42-7 lead over Williamsport. That game's still in the third, but most likely Wilkes-Barre will take that one. District 2 5A final. Delaware Valley, came back a 27-24 lead, a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter. District 2 4A final, North Pocono a 38-6 lead over Dallas, so North Pocono looks to become the District 2 4A champion. District 2 3A final, Lakeland a 27-0 lead over Dunmore, so Lakeland becoming your District 2 3A champion. District 2 and 11 single A sub-regional final, Lackawanna Trail a 41-14 win over Tri-Valley. Lackawanna Trail will become the District 2 and 11 class single A champion. District 4 single A final, Line Mountain with a 20-14 win over Montgomery, so Line Mountain becomes the District 4 single A champion. District 4 2A semifinals, Southern Columbia holds on to a 41-21 win over Bloomsburg. Troy with a 41-27 win over Warrior Run, so Southern Columbia will take on Troy next week in the District 4 2A final. District 4 3A final, Mifflinburg, a final 35-12 win over Montoursville. Mifflinburg will become your District 4 3A champion and will face this Scranton Prep team next week in the state playoffs. And finally, District 4 4A, Shamokin, a 37-0 lead over Jersey Shore. That game in the fourth. Shamokin looking to stay unbeaten and take that District 4 4A championship.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for all you do all season long. We really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim. Andy, Jim, you two are two of the best to ever do it. I hope to be back here for Berwick football next year.
I hope you are, and I hope we are. With the win, Scranton Prep advances against Mifflinburg to the first round of the state playoffs. They'll do it with a 7-5 overall record. Berwick ends their memorable season with 11 wins and just one loss. At final again, Scranton Prep 42, Berwick 7. For Andy Lickney, Chris Algard, and our producer Ashlyn Walshaw, this is Jim Doyle reminding you heard it live on Goat Rocks PA.